𝗦𝗵cie. Today, we're gonna roast Ralph. We're gonna do it live in the fucking studio. We're gonna fucking kill him. He's an annoying fucking cunt, and he's gonna fucking pay today. He's gonna finally fucking cry. You know what I mean? He'll probably run into Howard's arms. Hold me, because he's such a fucking cunt. He's going down. And let me tell you who else is going down. Howard's going down. I'm taking down Robin. I'm taking down Artie. I'm taking down Benji. Fred, they're all going down before fucking Ralph goes down. Yeah.
Hey, I'm Ralph, and I'm here for the stupid Bob Levy roast.
What are you expecting from the comedians today? What type of ripping are they doing?
I don't know. I didn't really go down the list. I mean, there's a list. I feel bad about myself, so I don't really need to start listing things in my mind. But I'm sure it'll be brutal.
Smell me and tell me how I smell. Be honest. Go downstairs with a blindfold, have two people smell both of us, and tell them
You
what.
smell like shit right now.
No, you're such a fucking liar, Doug. It's an easy thing to say. It's easy to say. Hey, Doug, do you have herpes, man?
He's really shaking.
Doug, do you have herpes? Do you have herpes,
Yeah,
Doug?
I got it from your girlfriend.
You did?
Yeah.
You did? Really? You never fucked my girlfriend, so I'd be surprised. Do you have herpes, man? Does Doug have herpes? I wonder if Doug has herpes. I think we should test on the camera if Doug has herpes. John, smell me. Tell me how I smell. All right. Honest.
Precious.
Be honest.
You smell.
Look at those pants.
There's some type of odor, but not as foul, I would say, as the others.
Smell my neck. Just be I
don't want to smell your
just
fucking
smell,
neck.
No, be fucking honest, John. I don't want to smell it. Just smell my neck.
Everybody knows the situation.
Yeah, there's definitely odor.
Hey now.
How do you feel about the roast that went down today?
It was great. I want to do it again.
Okay, let me talk to you for a second.
Yeah, no, it was great. Let's do it again soon.
Come on, let me talk to you for a second.
You are.
I can't go out there. No, how do you feel about, how do you think the comedians did?
I think they were, there's a lot of funny stuff. I think that maybe they could edit themselves a little bit, you know, like Bob had like 30 lines and like maybe 20 of them were killer, you know, so edit down a little bit. But it was all good. It was fun.
Did you feel hurt? Did you take it personally? You seem to be, some of the insults seem to hit you pretty hard.
Really? No, not really. I mean, what bothered me, the only thing that honestly bothered me a little bit were the guys I didn't even know. You know, I know Bob, I know Yucko, I know Jim, you know, and those guys are goofing on me. But these two fucking guys I never seen before, fuck them, you know what I mean?
Do you think they're saying the same thing about you?
Fuck me?
Yeah, like who are you to, you know...
Who am I to what?
To knock down their celebrity or knock down their staff.
They have no celebrity, and, you know, why should I take shit from them? But, you know, and I'm rolling with it. You know?
But they might be saying this, what I'm saying is they might be saying the same thing about you.
I'm not giving them, they started it. They started the fight, not me.
And how come you didn't give...
Right? Am I right? Am I right or wrong?
Yeah,
you tell me.
I think you're right in that.
Okay,
regard,
thank you.
You were given the chance to come back at them and you didn't.
That's not my thing.
You're asking a kid if you think he's right, if you're right?
Yeah, I know.
Of course he's going to say you're right.
Of course he is. That's why I asked him. I was trying to get a positive reaction. That's good. That's enough.
How do you think the roast went?
I thought it was fucking great, you know, for something put together last minute, and we thought we were supposed to tape it last night. We ended up, they got a call to do it live at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so it fucking killed.
Just like in there, you're running long.
Yeah. Shut the
Last
fuck
minute,
up.
we knew for 2 weeks that we
No.
could do it.
Yes, we
what are you
did.
talking about?
But
a
about
month ago,
moving
you're
live.
like, so what's the difference if we did it in a studio live last night or today?
All right, I'm fucking drunk. I thought it went well.
Snapple. So how do you guys feel about Ralph not wanting to participate?
He's a fucking faggot. Typical, yeah.
Typical Ralph. Pussy out.
No, it really should have, because Artie wrote him some really good jokes. It would have been great for him to come back, and that's what you're supposed to do at the end of a show.
You're the brunt of a lot of the jokes there in the roast.
Well, it wasn't everybody. They sort of went around the room, Ganji, as I recall.
They did.
Watch out, a big smell's coming through and everything.
Yeah, see? Even Benji was hit a lot.
Well, I mean, did you feel that any of the guys were out of the line,
Out of the line?
Did you feel that?
What are you trying to say, Ganj?
I'm not going to say the word they used, but do you feel like...
Look, hey, you know, a roast is supposed to be a freewheeling, let it all hang out. In fact, when the Rat Pack used to get together with Sammy Davis Jr., I understand the N-word was tossed around quite a lot. We're trying to do what people do when they're not being observed, when they're not being politically correct, and so the guys do that. I mean, What am I supposed to do about it? That word's out there and everybody keeps using it. People keep it alive. In fact, black people are keeping it alive in rap. I thought it was almost gone until they brought it back.
So no hard feelings. You're not upset?
If you're calling me a nigger, it just means you're calling me Robin to me. I mean, if you're talking about who I am...
You know, why should she be upset? She got like 3 lines on her.
This is the Jaeger talking. This is the Jaeger talking. Get out of here. This is my interview, Ralph.
Sorry.
And you don't want to be on a pre-record. You just like to be live.
Oh, that's right. You're going to edit this.
Can I see you in your room real quick?
In my room?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go in.
Oh, my dog fell.
All right. I'm going to ask you. You ready? Okay. Just to please be honest. I won't try to... No, not that I think you would. I'm just asking anyone.
Oh, when you start that way.
No. I would like you to smell me.
Well, you know, Benji, I never chime in when that is being said because I haven't had the experience of smelling you. There is this story that's been purported that on various days when you come in...
It's impossible to defend against, because how can you tell people you don't... So all I'm asking is...
Oh, you want me to sniff you?
You're a credible person.
All right.
And
now, how close do I have to get? He sort of smells good on one side, and there's no smell on the other.
All right. Thanks, Robin. That's all I was asking for, an honest opinion.
All right, but that's
and this was, I didn't do anything. This was, we can do it every day.
Maybe you want
for the
to
next year.
Say, as a week goes by, maybe.
Maybe as my hormones fluctuate.
Right,
We'll do it every day for the next year.
Maybe in the morning when you first run in, when you're all sweaty.
But I just think it's this myth that's impossible to defend against.
Well, I'm willing to help you refute these allegations.
Thank you. So Robin's gonna smell me every day for the next year, and we're gonna find out.
That's right.
The truth.
Let's keep a diary.
Thanks a lot.
Good morning. What's happening? Yeah. What a big show we have for you today. Well, the hype on the snow. The hype on the snow is so absurd. I don't even know where to begin with it. So yesterday...
I was going to say, can our guests get in the snow?
Well, actually, we had a cancellation. We're having this guy come in who does turkey calls. You know, turkey, like they call turkeys.
Right. I don't know where do the turkeys come when they're called?
Well, we were supposed to have a live turkey here, but the live turkey can't get in.
Oh, you're kidding. It's the turkey that canceled.
Yeah, which doesn't matter because we don't really need the turkey. Mike, that guy who got burned on Survivor's coming in. I can't wait to meet with him.
Cool.
Yeah, I got a lot of questions for that guy.
Scoopin'.
Michael what?
Scoopin'.
Scoopin'. Hello? My microphone keeps going out.
Oh.
If I say scoopin'.
It goes.
Yeah, it goes. Anyway, yeah, so we got that guy coming in. We got the turkey call coming in. But I want to talk about this weather situation in the snow.
Do you have an update?
Yeah, well, it's just bull. I mean, Sunday, I went out to Long Island. You know, be with my kids.
Okay, kids.
To my kids. So Sunday I go out to Long Island.
Yeah, my kids.
Right. And they said on the weather forecast that it was going to snow all day Sunday.
It was supposed to be a blizzard.
See, Gary's arguing with me on this, but I don't think this is right.
No, I listened to the weather forecast on Friday, and Sunday was supposed to be the day. Uh-oh.
Hello? Microphone is just going out all over the place. Is the microphone going out all over the place, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I had the same argument, too, with Gary this morning, because I came and said, I thought there was going to be a snowstorm. He goes,
well, here's what they said. Sunday.
Oh, dear.
I can't do it without a microphone.
Say Sunday.
I can't do it without a microphone. Can't do the show. Sunday, they said that there was going to be snow. starting Sunday afternoon.
Yes, that's what that was the prediction.
Right, and that there was supposed to be a foot to 2 feet of snow.
Yes. 24 inches.
Right, by Sunday night.
Yes.
And I have learned to ignore these weather forecasts because they get crazy. And I even called my mother, and she's like, I just came back from the store. Everyone is at the store.
It was amazing.
Buying. It's like an event.
I went out to buy, some chicken parts yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I don't like a whole chicken.
There's no chicken left.
You could not find any.
Everybody bought everything.
Everybody bought everything up.
It's going to be snowing in for years.
My wife was going, she wanted to go out and get water. I'm like, you live in the city.
Yeah.
Everybody was saying, put together a snow survival kit.
Right. So, of course, they were predicting a foot or two, because I'm trying to tell 𝗵𝗶 here. That's why they canceled school today.
Yes.
That's right.
But he goes, no, they were not predicting a foot or two. They were predicting a foot or two.
He goes, John, I'm not going to explain it to you.
He's completely out of it.
No,
they were saying there was.
What are you saying?
They're saying that it wasn't going to be heavy snow at any time, but it was just going to be 48 straight hours
All
of snow.
of Sunday they were saying a foot to 2 feet of snow. How did you miss that?
Yeah. Well, they said it was going to start today and just keep going. It was
no,
they
did not. You got in on
I guess
it
I
late.
missed it. I missed
On
it.
Friday they were saying this looked like the worst storm anybody had ever seen.
It was supposed to start Sunday morning, and we were supposed to have a foot to 2 feet by Sunday night.
That's right.
By Sunday night. Yeah.
That's the forecast I got, which is why I was...
Because Ronnie called me. Now, Ronnie is another girl. He panics. He didn't bring the limo today. He brings his truck.
Oh, is that... I saw this big truck. I said, I guess that's Ronnie.
Yeah, it's Ronnie's, because Ronnie wants to drive his truck. He hates driving the limo. I got to get somebody who likes to drive a limo.
Well, you don't want to be in a truck.
I know. I don't have... First of all, I use the limo because I got to go out to Long Island today, which I'm going.
What kind of truck is it?
It's his car, the car that he drives.
It's a Yukon.
He picks me up in his truck, and he's having a blast. Ronnie, drive home and get the limo for me today. Or send somebody out there to get it.
They're still saying it's going to happen.
Well, so far, nothing's happened. Well, I'm not going to sit and wait for something to happen.
I did think it was weird that they closed my kid's school. Last night we got the call at 8 o'clock at night, and there was nothing on the ground yet.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, even if it's in the morning, you could close it, or if there's nothing on, it's not closable now, so you send them home early.
My daughter was supposed to have a college interview yesterday and drive, so they canceled that. So she could have gone.
I'm the only guy on the road, by the way. I was the only guy in my car.
Yeah, people aren't going to work today because they keep thinking things are going to get better.
In fact, it was great. They banned. The governor of Connecticut banned tractor trailers.
I know.
So there's nobody.
Right.
So there's no commerce going on.
He also closed state government.
What were you saying?
State workers.
My cab driver said the federal government predicts the weather, so this is like a conspiracy.
This is what Casey said. Casey said it's conspiracy to keep you listening to the radio and TV. They keep you interested. I said, get out of the room. Just leave.
6 to 16 inches. I can make that prediction.
Yeah. Well, they're basing it on something, but whatever they're basing it on ain't working.
But Howard, when we were kids, they didn't cancel school until there was like 4 inches.
Yeah, there had to be snow on the ground.
I know. It's like absurd. They're canceling snow in the event of snow.
I got stuck behind a salt truck. I was like, get out of the way. There's nothing here.
Then why did they cancel school today?
And don't expect any activity on the stock exchange today, I was told.
That's right.
It's going to be open, but almost no one's going to show up, so pretty much no trading's going to happen.
Well, everyone contacted me, said, will you run best stuff today? And I went, well, I could get here. I could walk.
Right.
But they keep saying that later today, that storm that they predicted for yesterday really is going to come. That will have a mixture of rain and snow until it turns to all snow, and then it's going to snow forever.
Yeah, hold on a second. Hey, Jerry, what's up?
Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm calling from Syracuse, New York. The snow's coming your way. We just got like a foot of snow last night.
See, that's what everyone's saying, because they got a foot of snow, but that's Syracuse.
Syracuse gets a foot of snow every day.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I thought that this storm was coming from down south.
Yeah, it was coming from Virginia.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's Syracuse is a whole different country as far as I'm concerned.
They got another weather system.
Yeah, they got a whole different thing going on.
Yeah, I bought
Canada.
Howard, I bought $102 worth of groceries Saturday night at midnight.
Right.
Like my wife and I were out, and we went out to
battening down the hatches.
A big charity event. So all the people at our table were like, "Oh my God!" We went to the store today. We waited online.
Ready?
So of course now we're panicked because we didn't even have milk.
Wow.
So we went there and we just shopped, and we weren't the only ones.
Well, so
there was a whole mob at the grocery store.
So all they're saying is that the bad weather is coming,
starting today at around 4, and by tomorrow we could have as much as 2 feet on the ground.
That's right. Now it's supposed to go until tomorrow morning.
It's never going to be here.
How do you screw that up, though?
Let me ask you something. Ronnie, the limo driver, right? He drives in on a truck. And I'm sitting there going, why is he here with a truck when there's no snow on the ground?
That's the biggest truck I've ever seen.
the most annoying.
What's the problem, man? I'm looking out.
There's no
You know,
snow.
so we could get around. I didn't know it was going to be like this. They say it's going to be 2 feet of snow.
Well, it's going to come what? Between
It's
now and
supposed to
2
start
o'clock?
this morning.
It's
Yeah.
not starting. I told you it's not starting. Listen to me. I'm the weatherman. There's no snow coming. Calm down.
Can't do anything right for you,
You
man.
can't. I hired a limo driver.
He's driving his race car.
I got a truck driver. I thought you liked to drive dangerous.
I
So
don't
get in
care.
the limo and slide around a little. What, you think the truck is safer than that limo?
Yeah, I do.
It's not. It's not. The limo's
It's a
very
lot easier
heavy.
to get around with that when you do get snow, okay?
All right, get out of here.
What is the problem, man?
Go keep Crazy Cabbie away from me.
You think George?
Yeah, you make me happy. Bring a limo.
You think George Bush is driving around in a truck?
Yeah, George Bush is in a truck today. What? What?
Put chains on the limo tires.
What do you know, man? You
Put chains on the limo tires.
This is the guy. He thinks he's Ernie Irvin. You can't
Howard, you know what's weird?
Mr. Carr.
Howard, over the weekend, you know, they had truck driving stock racing over the weekend. Did you see that? Yeah, like trucks racing. Maybe
I'm glad to see you.
Maybe Ronnie was watching and he wanted to drive the truck today.
Hey, I got a question for you, Ronnie.
You're a real scream, man. You're a real funny guy.
Ernie Irvin's widow is saying...
Wait a minute. Ernie Irvin's alive.
I mean, what's the guy's name? Dale Earnhart's widow is saying she's appealing to the public that the public, like we have anything to do with it.
With the internet pictures.
Well, no, not that. I thought she's appealing to the public to keep. Maybe this is what they're talking about.
Yeah.
She made an appeal to please. Let me just finish.
Autopsy pictures.
Yeah, somebody. Oh, okay. She made her statement saying she wants to keep her husband's autopsy private. So I didn't know what the hell that meant. But Ronnie just cleared it up. I guess they're posting his autopsy pictures.
Somehow in Florida, it got loose, and somebody's letting it loose on the internet.
How does that happen? That the guy's autopsy pictures end up on the internet. How does that happen?
Did you remember we saw JFK on the slab?
JFK Jr.
Marilyn Monroe. We've seen him.
We've seen JFK Sr. too.
John Lennon.
Chris Farley, right?
Yeah, Chris Farley. We saw
Chris Farley.
Oh, that's awful. But we do go to them when we hear their.
Yeah, but I mean,
There's a leak in the medical examiner's office.
Yeah, I think that's sad because I know when I die, I'm going to end up on the internet.
Oh, absolutely.
And I don't want to be on the internet.
Yeah, but how does a medical examiner let something like that happen?
Obviously, he has helpers.
That's like when you go to court and you say to the judge, "Can you please seal?" Like, can you please seal
the documents?
The documents. They never can do it. They can't even seal it.
Yeah, you better be careful. If you were sitting on the toilet and you had a heart attack and that's where you died, those pictures be all over the internet.
I'm telling you, over the weekend they had a big race, truck racing. I don't know.
Why were you watching it?
I just saw it. I couldn't believe they.
You were sitting with your brother and watching it, right?
Did you watch it?
No, I don't watch the truck race. I'm not into the truck race.
That's idiots.
I was watching Winston Cup. Okay.
Why would you drive? Why do you watch cars go around in a circle, but you won't watch trucks?
I'm not into the truck race.
That's silly.
I like the cars.
Why is trucks silly and cars are good?
I don't know. The truck races are a little on the boring side.
Okay.
Not enough action.
What action do you see in the cars?
People die.
Yeah.
Not enough accidents in the trucks.
Ronnie, do you have the ability to watch a car race and really know who's who and how many?
Gary, I could be a better commentator than any one of those guys on TV.
Like, you know what's going. Like, I
know everything that's going on.
I turn it on, and even if I watch it for 10 minutes, they tell me, like, Dale Earnhardt's in the yellow car and he's ahead by a lap. It's still meaningless to me. I can't tell where everyone else is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Can you follow where they all are?
I know exactly everything they're doing.
You know how many laps one is?
I know the laps, the whole 9 yards. I know the technical talk.
We got to get tape of the car race.
In the pit,
and have him do it.
Greg, you're on the air.
Howard.
Yeah.
Why don't you drive yourself?
Well, that's what it's coming down to, isn't it? No,
I know you're a star and a celebrity, but you always have bitches about Ronnie.
No. I don't want. I like Ronnie. I don't want to drive myself. What
I
does that
made
have
a
to do
bad
with it?
call today. I thought I was doing the right thing. I apologize, okay?
Driving myself, I would have a nervous breakdown in this city.
I see. Can I ask one more question, please?
Yeah.
I got a thing about Andre, the guy who bleeps half your show for you.
Yeah.
You know, I got a way you can rig something up so you'll know when he's doing that. Just put a light on his little beeper.
You know what? I used to have that.
Did you?
And it used to drive me so crazy that I turned it off. But you know what? Maybe that's better.
I just thought that way you'd at least know what that idiot's doing to you instead of just having to wait for us to call in and complain about it.
Maybe we should install the light.
But you know what happened? What it would do, it would take your focus away from the show so much that it would make you insane.
Yeah, well, it makes me insane not to know because, I mean, at least I'd be able to know every time he's doing it.
I could see that. I could see both sides of that, guy.
Right.
All right, Howard. Love your show, man. Great
All right,
job.
thanks. Bye.
See ya.
I don't know. You're right. I'm not sure if it's better to have a light in here that tells me when he's bleeping me or not.
I think it's better not knowing.
Yeah, because I know you went crazy before and you couldn't even work. You couldn't keep your mind on anything but that.
No, I want to choke him.
If you were doing a bit and he bleeped it, it was 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
It was like the whole day was ruined.
I know. I know.
You'd be crazed.
Well, we'll see. I might go back to that. I might need to have my day ruined every day. Anyway, Ronnie, go get the limo for me. Don't panic with the snow. Wise up.
Can you go get the limo now?
You want me to go get it now?
Nah, forget it. Day's ruined.
Okay.
You ruined my day.
Who's going to watch the turkey calls if he leaves?
Yeah. Who's going to pad them down?
I thought they canceled.
Yeah, they did.
No, the turkey did.
The turkey canceled.
The turkey canceled.
Not the callers.
The turkey callers will be here. The turkey canceled.
Okay.
Turkey can't make it.
I apologize again. I'm a bad guy. I made a bad call.
Here's Chris. Yes, Chris.
Hey, what's up, Howard?
Hey.
Can't win around here.
Just jerk off Ronnie, man. Why'd you listen to these newscasters? They're telling 24 inches of friggin' snow.
Of course.
That's the only reason why.
You look out your window, you see no snow, you get in your car and you drive.
Exactly.
So, if it starts snowing, then we'll worry about it.
Exactly. Tell this guy to go jump in a lake or something.
All these years he's been driving in the snow in that
This guy's
limo.
original.
What?
All these years he's been driving in the snow in that limo.
I know, all of a sudden he can't do it.
You have. Stop looking at me like that.
What?
You might have heard the same forecast that Gary did, and then there'd be a big, huge storm today. You know?
It's on every newscast. 24 inches of snow.
Yeah, there was 24 inches of snow yesterday, too, and there's no inches of snow. It's ridiculous. There's no snow.
It's going to be big snow today.
If it is, it is. Then I'll react to it. First, I got to see it.
I was looking for airtime, okay? That's why I did it.
Tomorrow in the 24 inches, Ronnie will have the limo.
I hired a limo. A truck showed up.
I won't charge you.
Because there's no snow.
I'm not charging you for today,
Good.
okay?
That's the answer. Because there's no snow on the ground.
I'm not charging you for today.
Yeah, this was a carpool. You're not getting a limo.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. My buddy picked me up on his way to work.
Howard, so you're in the backseat of a truck.
I know.
He's in the front.
Why is that
You might as well get in the front.
John.
Because you might as well get in the front.
Why is that so funny?
Because he's in the backseat of a truck.
Because I might as well be in the front. What's the difference?
I mean, he can pat you on the head. He's so close.
Yeah, right. I mean, he's putting me in the back like that's a treat. I'm sitting in the back like I'm in the back of a limo. I'm right on top of him.
And you can see through the windows, right? It's not.
Oh, yeah. It's so
No, that's not true. The windows are all blacked out.
Isn't that Howard Stern in the back of that truck?
That can't be him. That can't be.
He wouldn't be in a truck.
He's not in a truck.
Excuse me.
He pays for a limo.
First of all, all the limo companies in New York now use Suburbans, trucks, Navigators, all that kind of stuff to drive people around stuff. Right. Instead of using town cars and stuff.
And guess what? You request that if you want that.
Right.
But if you want a limo, you say, I want a limo.
Right.
I
called for a limo.
What is up with you?
I didn't call for a truck. You know, my garbage man said he's going to give me a ride tomorrow. He's got a bigger truck than you got.
If you could just stop, if you could pick up a few barrels along the way.
Hey, do you have a motorcycle sidecar I could get in?
Actually, I do.
Yeah, because I would like to come.
I can get you one day if you want.
I'd like people to see me in that.
Yeah, you never know
I'm not charging you for today, okay? It's not.
Thank you.
It's on the house.
Thanks.
Bicycle bill for 2.
What is it, Larry?
Hey, good morning, Howard.
Hey.
I'm calling down from Boston. We've got maybe a quarter of an inch of snow on the ground, and it is snowing, and the mayor of Boston declared an emergency and doesn't want anybody driving into the city.
Can you imagine?
People are losing their
And, like, my kid's school's already called off up in New Hampshire, and we don't even have any snow on the ground yet.
It's the pussification of America. Everyone's turning into a pussy. They hear about snow. There's no snow.
Yeah. The whole city's going to be closed down today for no reason.
For half an inch of snow.
John is so right. When we were kids, they were like,
foot on the ground every day.
They were like, you know what? Get your own asshole.
When I was a kid.
People would be sliding around in those ice storms. We still had to go.
They certainly didn't cancel school when it wasn't snowing.
Yeah, I mean, how come everyone's watching Survivor? Be a survivor.
I used to skitch to school.
Oh, yeah, those are great times.
Well, anyway, so they were predicting 2 feet of snow Sunday night.
More snow than we've ever seen.
And it was supposed to snow all Sunday. Never snowed. Never snowed. By Sunday afternoon, when there was no snow, they already canceled the schools for Monday. I said, you got to be kidding me.
Get ready for your school closing.
I'm getting crazy from the snow. Come this morning, I walk out, I see Ronnie in the truck. I figured, uh-oh.
Must be bad somewhere.
I'm not seeing something. It must be bad somewhere.
Maybe it just snowed 2 feet in the city.
There was absolutely zero snow. Now they're saying today.
Okay, here's what we got. There's going to be a little. It's going to be a little bit of sleet starting in a couple of hours.
Right.
Then in the middle of this, it's going to turn a little bit of rain. It's going to turn back to sleet at 4 o'clock. The snow's going to start, and by tomorrow morning, we're going to be looking at anywhere between 16 inches and 2 feet.
That's right. It's never going to stop, this snow.
All right, listen, I got to take a break. The snow, forget the snow. Who cares?
Come to work.
I never saw everybody's reacting to snow.
I came to work. Now what am I going to?
It's a snowstorm that isn't happening.
Yeah, now I got 8 loaves of bread. What are we going to do with those?
Yeah. There's no snow. Here's Tony. He wants to be my new limo driver. What is it, Tony?
Hey, good morning, Howard. I want to come over with my horse-drawn sled this afternoon to pick you up and bring you back to the apartment.
Yeah, you better do that because... Can you imagine?
Ronnie is the biggest a-hole I ever heard on the radio. Really, with that affect voice, is that the way he sounds when he talks?
Yes. That's what I sound like.
Oh, you are a dope guy.
And what do you do for a living, Tony?
Oh, well, I make about $240,000 a year banging your mother.
Doing what? What do you do for a living, Tony?
I bang your mother.
You're not going to make any money doing that, pal.
No, why not? She takes the teeth out for me.
All right. That's enough with Ronnie's mother.
He'll track you down.
That's absurd. He'll track you down and kill you.
So, Gary, what other things did you and Mary go buy? You bought bread?
Well, you know what? I'm telling you, everyone had his panic. So once we're in the supermarket, we started just to get milk, right?
Right. Toothpaste.
No. We ended up getting milk. We bought steaks, chicken nuggets for the kids, bread, cereal, fruit, vegetables. By the time it was $102.
Wow.
At midnight, you were
Yeah.
There's no snow.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, but the food, he could always use the food.
So it's not going to go to waste.
What's the matter with you, man?
Just a gnat.
I don't know.
But what did you think? You were going to get out for a week?
Well, if it snowed the way they said it was going to snow and we couldn't get out.
It's March.
The truth of the matter is...
2001.
We checked our batteries and our candles. But the truth of the matter is it's not so much about that.
You have so little food in your house that if a day passes by, you're going to be out of food?
No, he got food for a week, though.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
He was never going to get out again.
You couldn't get out.
We were out of milk.
They cleared the roads in a couple of hours.
He's in for a week.
But you and Ronnie ought to get together. Play Shiva to the weather, man.
It's not a matter of not being able to get out. It's a matter of, when I went there Saturday night, there was barely any milk left.
My mother said it's like an event. Everyone's at the supermarket. It's a social event.
On Saturday, you couldn't get in.
They're not going to deliver any more milk, so I had to get all the milk.
Well, they might not if it snowed really hard.
Jerry needs every bit of milk.
Where are we?
You ought to build a bomb shelter.
You haven't bought a quart of milk in your life.
It's
Mr. X has to go buy the milk and check the expiration date.
It's March, Gary. The snow will melt in a day, even if it snowed 2 feet.
Oh, my God. You are going to get a beating.
They're already saying it's going to be really wet snow. It's so warm.
All right. It's already summer.
I hope that it snows so much that your liver gets stuck on the LIE for days.
Then fine, I'll deal with that.
Yeah, you'll deal with it.
And you and Ronnie have to pitch a tent.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, we'll deal with it. You know what they'll say to me? We should have took the truck, you know? It would have been a good idea.
I would say we should have taken the truck. I don't know where he went to school.
No, he didn't go to school.
I don't think he showed up. No, listen to me. If there was snowing, of course. It's a beautiful day outside. And let's say it starts snowing right now at 6:30 in the morning here in New York. Let's say it accumulates 2 inches.
2 inches an hour.
2 inches an hour.
Say 2 inches an hour.
At 4 o'clock.
At 4 o'clock.
No.
I'll be home.
No, it's not 4 o'clock.
No.
That's what Gary just said.
They said this is going to be a little bit of sleet, and it's actually going to turn to rain at some point today. That's why I got in my car, and I said, well, I was going to take the train. I'm like, I'll drive in, and if I leave it like noon or 1, I can beat it home.
Right.
All right. Listen, maybe you're right. Who knows? What do I know?
Maybe I'm wrong.
We'll see.
Why is so mad?
All right, I got to take a break. Half the show is over.
You're so mad. You're so angry.
And I don't understand what the big deal is about him buying food.
More to this story.
No, my sergeant sent me to the hospital because I hurt my arm, and the glass from my watch cut my hand.
I got to tell you, it's a pretty sad day if what Ron the cop is telling me is true, that, first of all, a police car is not a taxi cab.
Exactly.
The day he picks up a drunk and takes him off the streets to make our streets safer, and he's listening to my show, and the cops blame the cop, it's a sad day in our country. Now, I cannot believe what you're telling me. Is this really true?
Yes, it is. And I'm actually on, he's pressing a misdemeanor 415 charge, which is disturbing the peace, because I disturbed his peace by not turning off the radio.
Well, I don't even know where to begin. If you want to send me some documentation of this, I will fight for you every step of the way. I'll bring it to the public's attention. I don't know if that'll do you any good.
I don't know if it will or not. My sergeant doesn't seem to think it's going to go anywhere.
It's absolutely retarded to think that an officer can't listen to my show while transporting a criminal. If a guy is drinking in public and breaking the law, what's my show got to do with his civil rights?
I have no idea. But now he's also saying that he's going to get his church involved, and there's going to be a suit against me and my department.
Well, why don't you do me a favor, and if you can send me some information on this,
sure,
I will fight for you, because I got to know that, first of all, I'm hearing the whole story. I got to believe there's more to it.
Right.
But if what you're telling me is true, I will scream bloody murder. Because now we've lost our mind when a cop can't even play a radio show in his car when he's transporting a drunk.
Well, I've got nothing but time. I'm on a 3-day no-pay suspension until this is taken care of.
I was going to ask you if you're getting paid or
no
not.
pay.
No pay.
They're so generous with that pay with the police department, you could imagine. If you're a cop and you don't get paid for 3 days, that's going to hurt you.
It hurts bad. But not only that, I got to replace the watch. You know,
Of course. You send me the documentation, I'll replace your watch with Steven Singer Jewelers. I don't know what kind of watch you got. I'll get you a better one.
It wasn't a very expensive watch.
I'll get you a $1,000 watch.
Well, that'd be fine. That'd be great.
You just get me the documentation.
Okay, what are you looking for? What do you need?
Hold on, Gary will talk to you.
All right.
Look at this guy. He's a brand new watch. And I'll stick up for him, too, because it's a sad day. I never heard anything like that.
Drunks have rights. In the back of the
guy's creating a public disturbance. Now he's suing the police department because the guys listen to the radio. That's insane. Now, I hear these things, and you see them in the movies. You think it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wow. The hell's that about? What else is in the news, Rob?
You know, Mayor Giuliani, we don't have him for much longer, Howard.
It's too bad.
And I do worry because he does keep certain nuisances from plaguing our lives. And even with his strong opposition to, you know, the homeless people just parading around the streets doing whatever they want, we still have countless attacks like this going on. A homeless man hurled a rock at a woman walking in Times Square early yesterday, smashing her teeth in an apparent random attack. Now, what's going to happen when Giuliani leaves if they're still throwing bricks at people just walking the streets of New York? This 50-year-old woman is just walking around the Times Square area, and then a brick hits her in the mouth and smashes 4 of her teeth.
Oh, let me tell you something.
I don't know what we're going to do when he's out of office.
You're going to see stuff like that happening every day. Rudy Giuliani is the greatest mayor ever, and somebody better figure out a way to keep this guy in office. I don't care if he's got cancer or not. You better figure out a way to cure that kid. They should have every doctor flown in from all over the world to cure him quickly and prop him up and figure out a way to keep him in office. Because he's the only thing separating us from them.
You people had to vote for term limits.
And you know who them is. If I have to spell it out for you, then there's something wrong with you.
I don't know who the them is.
Oh, you do, too. You sure enough do.
Oh, my goodness. But anyway, you know, I do wonder about that because he has been instrumental in making the streets safer.
If Rudy Giuliani dies, take his brain, put it in a jar, and hook it up to a computer.
Let him run the city anyway.
From his grave.
We have a new cardinal. Edward Cardinal Egan.
And he's gorgeous. Should see him.
Gave his first, with his little pointy hat, he gave his first sermon on Sunday as cardinal in St. Patrick's Cathedral. And what did he do? He attacked minority artists. You know, that Brooklyn Museum, they keep having these shows to get the Catholic Church all riled up because it's so easy. All you have to do is depict Christ or Mary in some way, and the Catholic Church will not let it go without having something to say. So from his pulpit yesterday, he accused the Brooklyn Museum of wanting to say anti-Catholic things and getting poor minorities to do it for them.
I wish he would come out against me. It's the greatest publicity you can get when the cardinal hates you. I got to say something about Jesus.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
And then he will give a sermon about you.
Jesus is a Negro. That'll get him crazy.
It's like the stupid minorities don't know better than to do something against Jesus, and the museums hide behind them to say these anti-Catholic things.
I guess helping starving homeless people isn't very exciting, so they're going to, you know, they got to scream about something.
But I thought it was interesting that that's exactly what he said. You know, you get these dumb minorities to take pictures of Jesus Christ at the Last Supper naked, and then the white people can say, oh, that's art.
Jesus was a gay carpenter who built bathhouses in Egypt. And I wish he would have tagged me for that.
The Cardinal is enlightened as Senator Byrd of Virginia.
You think Jesus was straight? Honestly.
I have no idea.
How many guys you know have superpowers and they're not banging chicks?
Not using them to bang chicks, huh? Well, maybe he did. I don't know. I mentioned Senator Byrd, and that's because yesterday, Senator Robert Byrd of West Virginia was on the Fox News Sunday show and used a racial slur.
Hey, Gary, you got to get tape of this. Contact Fox. Contact everyone. I got to have tape.
In an interview taped Friday and aired on Sunday, Byrd said racial problems are largely behind us. In recalling a story about his mother's teaching on race, Byrd used the term white niggers twice.
White nigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The interviewer, Tony Snow, said that Byrd's office later issued an apology.
Why would you apologize?
The office apologized.
Yeah.
They know why.
I mean,
the 83-year-old Democrat issued a statement that Snow read saying the phrase dates back to his boyhood and has no place in today's society.
What is a white nigger? What was his point? I'm just curious.
I think his point was there are bad people of all races.
Oh.
And so he's seen many white people who would be qualified, I guess, as white niggers. You know, if you're saying niggers, you know, they're white niggers, too.
How's this guy not know to avoid? First of all, this is a guy who joined the Ku Klux Klan at one point.
He was a member.
Yeah. And now he realizes that was a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay.
But he still hasn't figured out that whole nigger thing.
Yeah, the nigger thing is, how bright could a senator be if he can't figure out not to say nigger today?
Well, I love the excuse that was immediately issued. He's 83.
Like get out.
Age is an excuse. Well, maybe you shouldn't be there if 83 makes you so stupid that you don't know that's the wrong thing to say.
Because what about all the rest of the days of the year when he's voting on important crap?
Yeah, maybe 83 is affecting him then.
Isn't it amazing that a guy don't know nothing? Like, let's say you use the word nigger day and night. He doesn't know on Meet the Press or whatever the hell it was not to say nigger?
No, he has known for 82 years not to use it. But at 83, that goes out the window. So anyway, he says he had no intention of casting aspersions on anyone of another race.
Although he did say
about his own people.
He did say that he wasn't too choked up with the guineas. So I don't know what that means.
Oh my goodness, I thought that was white niggers.
White nigger. You make a young girl cry.
You sure he didn't mean wiggers?
I think he meant wiggers.
So anyway, yes, he's apologizing today, but we really do need to get that tape because I like to hear him saying it in his own words.
Keep it real up in the field,
I will try.
What else is in the news?
The captain of that U.S. Navy sub that rammed a Japanese fishing vessel is calling for prayers for the 9 people lost at sea and also for himself because he knows he no longer has a career.
Right.
Commander Scott Waddle issued the plea in an exchange of email with USA Today. He'll be appearing at a formal investigative hearing that opens today. Waddle's civilian attorney says Waddle is prepared to accept responsibility for the accident.
Dan, you're on the air.
Morning, Howard. How you doing?
Hey.
Listen, good morning, everybody else. I want to tell you about what's happening actually with the weather. The weather is stalled down south and west of us. It's going to happen late this afternoon tonight, and they're still forecasting up to 18 inches in the North Jersey area by tomorrow afternoon. They should have closed the school.
Yeah, but they've been predicting this for like a day. They shouldn't close any school until it starts snowing.
Until they see some snow.
I know, like the governor of Connecticut. He closed the highways for the trucks, and it was gorgeous out there.
Yeah, it's fine. What is the problem?
It's so silly. The school is closed today.
I know. People are insane that they pay attention to this crap. What is it, Whitey?
Yeah, hello.
What's up?
You got a problem with white niggas? So check this out. I'm a wigger, right?
Yeah.
And I'll be part of the TFConglomerate.com. And if you ever try and check some wiggers tracks, we talk all about being black.
All right, thank you.
We've been brought up in the ghetto.
All right, I got to get out of here. It's time. I did enough today.
I think so. Don't
I did
talk
my
to
job.
Any more of those people.
Right.
They're all crazy. Also in the news, the man with the who had the operation on the wrong side of his brain, he went home and he says he was thrilled to see his kids. There's a report in the paper today, and it was only a very small story. I don't know why this didn't get more attention. Babies born to older mothers tend to have significantly higher than usual blood pressure.
Of course.
Which may affect the working of their hearts and arteries throughout their lives.
You see women, you can't even
Women are waiting till 60 to have babies.
Women, for real, the majority are waiting until they're like 39, 40.
But I'm talking, you've got all these stories, Beverly D'Angelo, she's 46 having a baby. And, they're using all kinds of drugs to get these women pregnant. There's
Not Beverly D'Angelo.
50-year-old woman who got pregnant after menopause. The oldest woman was 60-something. So they're pushing the envelope so that everybody thinks they have an unlimited amount of time.
Not to mention the fact that your mom is going to show up to school to see you in the first grade, and she's 60.
On a walker.
On a walker. And all the kids are going to goof on you.
So anyway, they now say that doctors at Harvard Medical School who made the discovery said it is one more indication that the environment in the womb can influence the development of health, both good and bad, long into adulthood.
If you play it right, the mom and the baby can share diapers.
So don't, like everybody says, oh, of course you can have a baby at any age.
Right.
No problem.
What else is in the news?
The young woman's game. What's going on with Napster? They said on Friday or Thursday of last week that they were going to start instituting filters to filter out all the copyrighted material. And as of late last night, they say they still hadn't put up the blocks to screen copyrighted songs.
Napster is still up and running. There's no problem.
Well, the courts are waiting to see what they're going to do, to see if they're still infringing on the rights of record companies, to determine whether they should shut them down or not. So they better start doing something, or there's going to be hell to pay. Giselle Bundchen, she is the fiancée of
Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's right, the
Hey now.
Hollywood actor.
Hey
Earlier, I guess it was last week, she told some magazine that they were going to get married this summer, and then there was an announcement later that there was no such plan.
I never believed it.
So I don't know what's going on there, but her latest thing is to say that she is ending her career on the catwalk.
We got to see her, Robin.
That's right. Lucky us.
Lucky us.
Because her last show was probably sometime this weekend over in Milan.
Isn't she a white nigger?
She said she's had it. It's too much pressure. She's tired of people standing around her with blow dryers. She can't take it anymore at the age of 20.
She's going to become an English professor.
Nope. She now is going to try her hand
at acting.
Of course.
Sure.
So there you go.
Not enough movies in this world.
And not enough actresses. Every cigarette a person smokes has the potential to trigger a fatal heart attack, Gary.
Wow.
That's what researchers have discovered.
Baba Booey.
It's been known for years that regular smoking increases the long-term risk of heart disease. But now researchers have found that short-term risk of heart attack is increased by smoking. He's claiming there's some rational reason for doing this. MTV has become the puffy news station. If you tune into MTV, practically every break is a story about Puffy and his rise in the music world and questioning whether he'll get through this latest bout with the law. Puffy is, of course, still on trial, and he testified last week, and now everyone's wondering. Puffy was liked by the jury, but did they believe him when he said he had no gun and he never bribed anyone to try to take the rap for him? At the box office this weekend, it was Julia Roberts and Brad Pitt and the Mexican taking the #1 slot from Hannibal.
Right.
They made $20 million at the box office in their first weekend.
Do you know anybody who liked Hannibal?
No.
Me neither.
But everybody's going to see it.
Yep.
It's made $140-something million already.
Same with the Mexican. They're saying it's one of the worst movies, and yet people go to see it.
They just have to go when they hear Julia Roberts or Brad Pitt. What is the greatest thing about your decision to marry Jennifer Aniston, Brad? #1.
Okay. I'd like to hear that. Yeah, what is the greatest thing?
What surprised me was this kind of sense of pride. I would go over and see my wife, and that we're embarking on this thing together. And it's very, very exciting. And wherever it takes us, we'll see. But it is different.
Are you out of your mind?
And does it scare him that most celebrity marriages break up?
Scared. Nothing scares him.
Look at this. Every
the guy who can't do multiplication.
Relationship you've been into until the one you're in right now technically is a failure.
We heard this before. Yeah, every relationship you've been in up until now is technically a failure. He figured that out.
So he's broken up relationships before. He's not afraid of this one.
He has no fear.
Julia Roberts, meanwhile, was asked, what is star quality #5?
She doesn't know.
Well, I have no idea, and I'm sure that
Of course, I would have no idea. I mean, people say that about me, but I don't even know what they're talking about. I'm just an actress.
But he sees something different in all actors. You know, you may see something in Brad Pitt that makes him incredibly appealing to you.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy.
Find him incredibly appealing for a very different reason. So it's very...
Wow, she's so bright. Look at that. There's a long answer for that.
And back to Brad for a second. He says technology will change show business.
Really?
#6.
In the future, you will download a movie to a theater, and you'll get first generation. That's the amazing thing about DVDs. You get the first generation of the film. Yeah, but everything's going to change. The studio system's actually one of the greatest scams going on. It really is.
Oh, boy, here we go. He's figured out why the studio system... This is the studio system that has paid him hundreds of millions of dollars.
That's right.
Let's hear why it's a scam.
These guys, the way it's set up...
These are the guys who finance scripts, who hire him to do movies.
Who promote him and make him a big star.
And he's going to now tell you why they're running a scam. Let's hear this. He figured it out.
There are so many paper trails the way the money is split up, and they actually...
This is a guy who gets more money than God.
He needs more money.
Right.
He's
getting ripped off.
Bulk of their money.
They make the bulk. Meanwhile, Brad Pitt never put up a penny for any movie project. And what's wrong with them getting the bulk of the money? They're the ones taking all the risk. They're the ones who finance all these bombs.
Yeah, what about those movies of yours that don't make money?
Yeah.
They don't take money back from your salary.
Hey, Brad, here's the scam. You get $20 million a film, whether it makes $5 million or $100 million.
From this library that they contain from reselling. So it'd be interesting to see where that changes.
Okay. We'll see. Why don't you put up a penny, you wacko?
Yeah, maybe they'll stop paying you.
What a fool. Imagine. He figured it all out.
Yeah, there's a big scam going on.
It's a big scam. I'll tell you the scam. This pretty boy gets to act and marry hot chicks and get $20 million a film. That's the greatest scam ever. Go ahead, Rob.
Ed Burns is in a film that opens this Friday. It's called 15 Minutes. Dominic wants you to see it. Everybody wants you to see it.
Evidently, I could have seen it. No one can find my copy of it.
Ed Burns is also in this film with Robert De Niro, and he talks here about what intrigued him about the film.
Just the story, the fact that this homicide detective...
I don't care. I honestly don't.
Another cute guy.
Right.
Lauren Holly, who is she?
Married to Jim Carrey, used to be, anyway.
Former Mrs. Jim Carrey. She's in a two-part series, the second part of which airs tonight on NBC, called Jackie Ethel Joan, The Women of Camelot. She plays Ethel Kennedy. And what words would she use to describe Ethel?
My favorite word to describe Ethel Kennedy that I use frequently is...
I could never believe Robert Kennedy, who was so dynamic, was married to her.
She is not hot. I always used to make the Kennedys were good-looking guys, and look who they married. If they can't get hot chicks, who can?
Well, wait a minute. Joan was cute before all the
maybe.
stuff, right?
I don't know.
Moxie. And, you know, she definitely had a lot of that. She was very ambitious. She loved being a...
Oh, who cares? That's over.
Sesame Street is, I guess, celebrating an anniversary. It's their 32nd season on PBS. And, of course, there'll be a whole new bunch of superstars performing with the Muppets in this year's shows. And here is natural sound of B.B. King performing the letter B.
This poor bastard has so much talent, and he's performing with puppets. Too bad.
That be no big bird. That be no baby bear.
Oh, he sounds like he's recording in a garage. Like he's some old black blues guy, and they got to record him like at the train tracks. They can't put him in a real studio.
No, they can't put the mic near him.
No.
That be no
It still sounds like a recording from 100 years ago. I don't get it.
So anyway, he's going to be performing that at the taping of tomorrow's episode of Sesame Street. So... There you go. 32 years of Sesame Street and Survivor, always making the news. We had Michael Scoopin in today. He was the latest to be, he wasn't voted off the island. He was burned off the island.
That's right.
In last week's episode. Mark Burnett, the producer of the show, talks about deciding how to cover the injury.
No way we couldn't show the accident because we have to explain where on earth Michael went and how it happened. Of course, we had so much more footage of blood, gore, and blisters that had we want to be gratuitous and had we believed that was the appropriate ratings grabber, we could have done that. But we didn't. You know, we chose to be socially responsible, to put a parental advisory in front of the act after the...
Wow, he's a great guy, huh? Isn't he a great guy?
Yeah, he didn't show you all the blood and guts.
Could have shown it to you. He's just going to save it to charge you money to see it.
No, we didn't do that.
Yeah, we don't need to do that, love.
And number 10 is Michael Scoopin, who now says this for those who think that Survivor isn't realistic.
I would tell people that if you think this show is staged, by the time this show is over, you know, the entire 42 days, you will be a believer. I spent 7 days in the intensive care ward at the #1 burn center in Australia. I'm still recuperating from my hands, and the stuff that happens out there is real.
So there.
Wow.
And he says they didn't drug the pig. And it took him how many hours? 3 days or something to catch that thing. And finally this morning they say it's curtains for Latifah, the talk show headed by Queen Latifah. They say that's about to be canceled, along with shows like Judge Mills Lane and the Curtis Court.
Right.
So there you go. That's what's happening.
Thank you, Robin. And Robin, I want to thank Michael Scoopin from Survivor for stopping by.
What happened to the turkey callers?
They were all calling us over and over again, couldn't wait for get on here, and they never showed up.
Huh.
Well, that's it. They're not in show business anymore. Don't miss Stuttering John and the Donkey Show every Thursday night. For tickets, go to stutteringjohn.com. I'll tell you one thing I don't miss is those Jackie plugs.
You'll get out of here a lot sooner.
Yeah, I can actually leave. Not one F Jackie mentioned. Tomorrow, a woman will give advice on internet dating. Later this week, Kylie backs Carmen Electra. Steven Tyler and Joe Perry, unfortunately, have to reschedule, I've been told.
What, is the snow stopping them?
Yes, snow is stopping them. So many people. Tom Green, musician David Copperfield, return of Mr. T.
Can't wait to talk to Tom Green.
So many people coming in soon. And we'll see you tomorrow.
So, Allison seemed like the first normal girl who liked me. So I married her. But on Lubes, oh yeah, you had some bad sex, man. I mean, it was great sex, but then you'd realize after, and then you'd fall asleep.
How could it have been great?
Because I remember I went to see Reefer Madness.
Yeah.
And I took 2 ludes, and I slept through the whole thing. They dragged me out, and then my friend dragged me out, and there was the next thing I knew, there was an ugly girl in my room, and I was having sex with her. And this was a girl I was friends with for a long time. A really nice girl. And I had sex with her. Twice. On those damn lewds.
Oh, that's horrible.
And they were only like 25 cents a lewd back then. And they encouraged college students to take them.
That's right. That was the only thing you could afford.
That and speed.
Booze was too expensive.
Right. So it was almost like a drug of college students. Now they're like, I think $100 a lewd.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's bad to take because it gets you in trouble.
Just listen to all the trouble you got.
And my friend fell down some flight of stairs on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Oh, yeah, people get real sloppy on those.
Yeah. You don't get hurt, you just fall.
Yeah, you just, you're very, very fluid.
Yeah, it's very dangerous. So the point is that what I'm trying to tell Justin and Rob Lowe, stay away from that. You guys don't need it.
Well, they don't imply, they say right out in the video, in the Us Magazine article, that in Atlanta, Rob said he was on ecstasy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, I'm just
I know,
you
take it easy. We're not lawyers here. We're just having a good time.
It's not
Calm down.
we're not in Perry Mason's office.
Yeah, I'm not Connie Chung's husband. You were on ecstasy, weren't you? Admit it. Admit it. Admit it. Admit it. Did I finish Dial-A-Mattress?
No, you didn't.
Uh-uh.
I think I did.
Okay.
I think it was a
We
pretty...
didn't even tell them what they do with Dial-A-Mattress.
Who cares? Who cares what they do with Dial-A-Mattress? I don't.
We didn't even give them the number.
Hey, I want to be like Penn of Penn and Teller. I don't do commercials. What the hell's wrong with him? He whores everything else out, and then he says he won't do commercials.
Yeah.
We won't sell out. They'll sell out. Like reading a commercial is a sellout. Don't sell out.
I'd be honored if American Express asked me to do a commercial.
Someone's vomited.
Oh.
Anyway, where was I?
Dial-A-Mattress.
Yeah, I'll do an American Express commercial. I'll do any commercial. Any product. Hell, I'll do hair tonic. You want hair in your head? I can make it happen for you.
You do one of those half hour, wherever there's a will, there's an A. You do.
Yeah. Oh, that would be class for me. I've been doing hair commercials. I would do any commercial.
Yeah.
Sure I would, if there was money in it. For $100,000?
Even if you knew the product was harmful.
Oh, yes.
Oh, stop.
Yes, I would. What, you think this mattress stuff is good for you? Now, this is something I'm proud of.
That's
because
right.
Dial-A-Mattress is so great. 50 to 60% cheaper, the mattresses. Any kind of mattress you want. Have you ever called?
No.
Have you heard me do the commercial before?
Sure.
But if you needed a mattress, you'd call, right?
I'd call, yeah.
Why wouldn't you? You get the mattress in 2 hours.
And you can call in.
That's right. You can call in. Exactly. You just get the mattress.
You don't have to go to the store.
That's right. I don't know why your father had to get you a job. With your winning personality, you could have gotten a PA's job on your own.
Oh, dear.
You'll be directing.
You know what they say about this business. It's all in who you know.
It is. Show business, you got to have an entree. Anyway, Dial-A-Mattress. You dial 212-516-MATTRES. 24 hours, you got your mattress. 24 hours a day, rather. In 2 hours, you get your mattress.
All right.
And they deliver on weekends.
It's good for the Jews, you know. They can just call up. They don't have to go to the store.
Come here, I'm going to bang your head against a wall. All right? I'll smack you around a little bit.
No, the Jewish women, you know.
All right, I got to surprise
Seriously,
you. I'm bringing in entertainment tonight with 盛𝗿𝗿𝗍.
They don't have to go to the store.
Well, why would...
Jewish women, they don't have to go to the store. They can just call.
Are you Jewish?
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, sure.
What is he saying about Jewish women?
He's saying that Jewish women love to go to the store.
But of course I'm Jewish.
All right, listen here. You're loosening up too much. 𝗦𝗵𝗍𝗍 just called. He said, you're not going to be on at all.
They don't want you anymore.
They don't want you anymore. I wonder what Maury was going to ask you.
I don't really know.
What the hell was so important to him?
I don't know.
You run out of Robert Chambers video? Is
Yeah.
That
With the teddy bear.
With the doll?
Yeah. All right. Dial-A-Mattress.
Welcome to the 94 WYSP Bud Light Beachfront Condo.
Ladies and gentlemen, Howard Stern.
You're talking about it in such a way that it seems, well, okay. It's okay.
Hey, Mom, brace yourself. I masturbate. Brace yourself.
Oh, Howard. Really?
Brace yourself.
Really?
I got a lot of revelations to make here to you.
Stop it.
You are a very good boy. You are a very good boy. You never did anything like that.
Listen to me.
I know that
Listen
you
to
don't
me.
endorse anything like that.
Well, of course I don't endorse it. When I come on the air...
Don't even say that you ever did it when you didn't do it. You never did that. And that laugh is supposed to indicate,
When I come on the air...
where does she go? I know what you did.
When I come on the air...
every step of the way what you were doing.
I used to be ripped in the house.
You used to be ripped in the house? What does that mean?
I know what that means.
I don't know what that means, ripped.
She closes her eyes to everything.
I don't.
And the point is, I don't think I was encouraging anyone. I said, hey, when you...
my eyes to was you.
I said, even marijuana made me paranoid. I mean, does that sound like an endorsement for drugs?
No.
That's like someone coming out and saying, hey, I tried drugs and it didn't work for me.
That you took the drugs.
Well, I got to be honest and say I did, Ma.
No, you didn't.
I took acid, mescaline.
It's like when you came home from camp and you said you drank liquor and your father wanted to have a drink with you and you wouldn't even have a drink.
Maybe I didn't feel like drinking with him.
Oh, come on. That's a lot of malarkey.
And my mother thinks my sister's a virgin. Ask her. Watch.
Howard, don't bring your sister into this. You have a
You think she's a virgin? You think she was a virgin? You think she was a virgin? Hey, you think she was a virgin when she got married?
That's none of your business what I think.
You do. I don't think so.
That's none of your business.
I think she was with guys.
Handle your affairs. You understand?
You're closing your eyes to everything. I think you're losing your marbles. I'm going to tell you something. That Alzheimer's must be kicking in.
Yeah. You wish.
Hey, this guy Justin. This guy Justin, the guy with Rob Lowe, he's got a videotape. Him and my sister.
About Rob Lowe, and I don't want to hear about anybody else but you. And I'm telling you right here and now that you were a clean kid and you were a good kid, and it's no badge of honor.
We used to sit around the house, me and my mother, watch Mike Douglas. I was on Lutz. What do you think? I could sit there and Lutz.
Yeah, you were on spaghetti. That's what you
Ma, listen, I'm sorry the show is hard for you to handle. There are certain aspects of the show that I have...
You have to say the
No, I have to tell the truth.
You don't have to be in.
I'm not trying to be in.
Be what everybody
You think
else
I sound in when I say I can't handle marijuana? That doesn't sound like a very hip guy.
You never took marijuana, and you don't know about marijuana. And that's ridiculous.
Used to keep it up in my room.
That's all I want to say, and I want the kids that listen to know that you never did things like that.
Well, I got to say I did, Ma. I mean,
Well,
what do I
they
got to...
believe what they want.
And I'm not proud of it.
What was going on.
I don't want my kids taking drugs.
You're sure as shooting don't want your kids taking drugs.
And I don't want...
You don't want any kids
That's
taking
right.
drugs.
So, but you make it seem like I'm saying that...
Well, I don't think you should discuss it in that manner.
Oh, well, what are you, the program director?
Yes.
You're not anything. You're not the program director. You're my
I'm
mother.
your
Just go
director.
back to being a mother.
That makes me the program director.
You know, I'm 35 years old. You can't sit and tell me what to do.
Oh, yes, I can.
You cannot.
Oh, yes.
No, you
Especially when you
can't.
call me all the time. Mommy, what should I do?
Yeah, Mommy. When's the last time I called you?
Yeah, when's the last time?
I'm not calling you anymore.
Good.
That's it.
That's it.
I'm totally
But
against drugs. I'm totally against them.
I'll let you change your mind, Howard.
Go take a Valium.
I'll let you change your mind.
Change what mind?
About calling me and asking.
Well, listen, I call you up. We have very nice conversations.
Right.
That's it.
That's it.
Just be a pal.
All right, honey.
Stop being a mommy every minute with the advice.
Do what I tell you to do, and you'll do well. Take my advice.
Let me say something, Mother. First of all, I'm gonna lay it out to you. Never mind.
Quickly, I have to go.
Number one, to all the kids out there, in fact, for my own children, if they're listening, no drugs. That's number one. And number two, I don't want them to meet Fred ever. Those are the two rules in my house. No drugs and no Fred. Say no to Fred.
I say yes to Fred.
You say yes to Fred? Good. You have him to your house. Let him be around you. Maybe he'll shake you up.
All right. Now,
You know, my mother can't face facts.
behave yourself.
Robin, was I being pro-drug?
No.
Wasn't I saying that I had done drugs?
You weren't being pro-drug. If I said that, I'm sorry. But you were intimating that, I took it.
I did. I took
it,
them.
And it's all right,
Ma,
you know.
I'm not saying it's all right. I did them. I had sex with ugly girls on Ludes.
And I don't think it's a good idea to try.
I took LSD and it was the worst nightmare of my life. I think I lost a piece of my mind that
All
night.
right, we're going to discuss this further, my darling.
No, we're not.
Oh,
I don't want your advice on this.
You
She's a whole program director.
You want it, but you want it.
She's now directing me as to what I should say on the air. Where did she come from that she knows so much?
Didn't I direct you all the time? Didn't you listen all the time?
Yeah, I looked real handsome in high school.
Where you landed.
I listened to you how I should dress in high school. I really got laid a lot.
Come true if you listen to me.
Yeah, I listened to you. I lived in that Roosevelt, that black community, and
What happened to you? Nothing.
Nothing. I got beat up.
Your growth got stunted, right?
Yeah, I got beat up by wacky Polacks and black people. And I'm going to tell you another thing.
Have a wonderful day.
You used to dress me in those chino pants. No girls with loafers. No girls would even look at me.
Believe
She's out of touch,
that
Robin.
was not the problem. The chinos are not the problem.
Do me a favor, arrange a family reunion, but for Robin's family, not mine.
Robin would appreciate.
Oh, yeah. She'd jump off the building.
All right, Hutch, I gotta go.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. I love you. God bless you. God bless you. I love you.
God bless you.
I'll tell you what, Howard. You go to my family reunion, I'll go to yours.
That would be a pleasure. I'm telling you, I really debate whose family would be worse. Think about it for a second. I don't think you could survive my family.
Oh, I don't think you could survive mine.
All right.
Where are you busy going to?
You'd be surprised.
Are you going to the beauty parlor?
None of your business. I'll see you later.
She used to go to the beauty parlor when I was young.
Take care.
No wonder I was on drugs.
Bye.
She used to spray her hair like a football helmet.
Have a good day, Howard.
What?
Have a good day.
Listen, I love you.
I love you, too.
And sometimes...
Speak the truth.
All right, I got to go get some crack. See you later. Like I'm some kind of
Goodbye.
like I'm pro-drug.
Goodbye.
Oh,
Goodbye.
Dear.
Like I'm pro-drug or something. I'm saying, hey, I did it.
Maybe you
and it was
were
a
so
mistake.
messed up on drugs. She never knew.
Yeah, she never... Oh, believe me. I got stories for you. The woman puts blinders on. She puts blinders
But
on.
I'm just saying, you handled it a lot better than you thought you did.
She didn't even know I buried underwear. Yeah, I know. People tell me they couldn't tell, but inside I was a mess. And believe me, I know that I was a confused young man. And
Everybody's a confused young man. All young men are confused.
Right. Look at this guy sitting next to me, Justin, with the Rob Lowe video. You think he's not
He
confused?
don't know what to do with himself.
You guys weren't on drugs when you did that, right? No. Right. Oh, forgot to put your mic on. I'm sorry.
No.
See? Well, everybody's anti-drug now. We didn't know back then that the drugs were bad.
Yeah, we thought they were good.
You used to have police officers come to your health class and show you a whole montage of different drugs. You think, oh, this is like
I
an
haven't
advertisement.
tried that yet, and that,
Yeah,
and that.
you didn't know. I didn't know back then. I didn't know what I was doing. I was a dumb kid.
Do you remember those movies?
Yeah.
They would show you the drugs, and they would show you what they
Show you what it
they
looked
did
like?
to you. And it was like, oh, that's good. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Say, you're kidding. That'll do that to you? Oh, cool. I'd like to do that.
They started it again with cocaine, and they'd get on the radio, and they'd start describing what it was like to be... I had to turn off the radio.
Right. Get addicted just listening. But the point that I'm making to my mother is that I point out these experiences to the young people so that they don't have to go through it.
Yes.
Who wants to walk around paranoid? Tell you, they're getting older and older. How old are my parents now? Are they near? I think they're near 70.
Yeah, they could be.
They could be somewhere around there.
Yeah.
My mother gets nutty.
Well, she doesn't like to think of her baby polluting his body.
Baby, I'm a big oaf. Every minute she's and that voice, it sounds like Leona Helmsley.
She did an awful lot today.
Yeah. Well, all right. Speaking of Leona Helmsley, this is what we got to do. Justin's got to get a girl.
All right.
Why, I don't know. But the girls are calling in. I see that.
Yeah, we want to find out who's on the phone for Justin.
Okay, but first, we should take a break, come back, play the Leona Helmsley commercials, and get Justin, because we got it. They're so good.
All right.
People want to hear those, right, Justin?
Yeah,
Did you
they
hear
are.
them? Aren't they good?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll play all three.
All right.
And we'll come back, get right to the phone for the man who was with Rob Lowe and that girl in the videotape that everyone's seen on TV. And the guy is good-looking, girls. I got to admit, you're not much on personality. You're a very soft-spoken
Well,
guy.
you know, he could be intimidated by the great Stern.
Is that right?
That's right, yeah.
You didn't look too intimidated by Rob Lowe. You got it up pretty easy. Tell you that. No, I realize it's difficult for you to come on radio and...
it's the first time.
Right. Because Gary said he was a bundle of energy back in the office.
See there?
Oh, he was ranting and raving.
Yeah, you guys said I was boring the other day.
Yeah, well, no. You've done some interesting things. It's just getting you to talk about them. Gary said you hung out with the Brat Pack.
Sometimes.
Yeah. What was that like?
We haven't even tapped into his history here.
I know. I'm trying to find out.
But there's nothing. There's no such thing as the Brat
How did you
Pack,
and Rob end up spending an evening together? I mean, how did you befriend him?
I worked on Masquerade with them.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean,
We work with people. They go home. We go our way.
I can't even befriend Fred. And I mean, I'm working with him 9 years.
Never once.
Never once has he befriended me. In all seriousness. And I mean it. I can't befriend the people I work with
So how does it
on a
happen?
daily basis. How did you make that happen?
Well, we were in the Hamptons for 3 months.
Filming Masquerade.
Yeah, in the summer.
It's a good movie, by the way. I like that movie.
It wasn't
That was a good movie, yeah.
I thought it was really good. It was a lot of fun to make.
So you were out in the Hamptons?
Yeah, for 3 months. You know, a lot of girls.
Mm-hmm.
Summer. You know, the hormones were flowing.
Right.
But, I mean, you know, like after work, Rob would say, hey, let's go get a drink or what?
We used to weightlift every day.
Ah,
that
that's
was
what they
the
did
thing.
in the gym.
That was the
Yeah, we
bond.
used to go to the gym every day.
And then you'd be talking about girls and stuff at the gym. And girls must be coming over to him at the gym all the time, right?
It was pretty empty usually.
Really?
The time we went, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, afterwards, you go out for what? A drink?
Yeah, we'd go out, you know, get dinner.
Get dinner and stuff. And
There
you'd be
was
sitting there. And,
every day, there was this psycho girl that used to follow me every day.
yeah. What is
really
it, Gary?
weird girl.
Joe Walsh is on the line.
On line 2?
Oh, we even have Joe Walsh tape. Do you have those?
Yeah. What the hell's going on, Joe?
How you doing?
Hey, man. You're on the air.
I am?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where the hell you been?
What do you mean where I've been? Where you been?
You're on tour with Ringo, right?
Yeah?
Did you see us at the press conference?
I saw you on David Letterman.
How'd I do?
I thought you beat him up pretty good.
Thank you. He always thinks I beat up
yeah,
people.
well, Joe thinks.
Hi, Robin.
Hi there.
How you doing?
Okay.
Good.
We
Well,
miss you.
Well, I'm here, and I love you guys, too.
Where are you?
I'm not going to tell you.
No, I mean in New York?
Yeah.
You are?
I'm in Manhattan. We're in Manhattan. We're actually basing out of here and going to, like, Connecticut and Philadelphia and other places, Atlantic City. And then I think next weekend we play Jones Beach.
Oh.
Well, you sound good. What, is Ringo not letting you drink or anything?
Well, I'm not letting me drink.
Really?
Yeah.
No, Joe.
Get out of here.
Honest.
Because you almost sound sober.
You know, that's why I pulled that tape, because Joe was actually making sense.
Let me hear. This is Joe Ware.
This was in Akron, Ohio somewhere.
Right.
I got tape of you in Akron. Let's listen to it.
Okay.
Nothing like having you on the phone and then listening to you on tape. Here we go.
There's every reason to believe, and it would be logical, that at some point this band will go in the studio and do a studio album, and that's, I think that would be an interesting alternative to Guns N' Roses. Amen. Some of us seasoned veterans we're signing up for it. As long as Ringo wants to, as far as he wants to take it, we're in.
When are you going to drop by with Ringo?
Well, that sounds as sober as I've been in a long time.
So what is
You didn't have to VSO it down, though, so I sound like a nerd.
Hey, so what is Rick the bass player up to? Is he hanging with you?
Ricky's working with Neil Young.
Yeah. And
Ricky and Chad, my drummer.
I got a guy for you to hang out with here in New York. I got the guy from the Rob Lowe videotape, Justin.
Oh, I'll pass on that.
Why?
I'm not into that.
Oh, get out of here. You're not into that.
Joe, who are you talking to?
And Joe, wait a sec. Give him a drink. Somebody give him a drink. This is not Joe Walsh I'm talking
What,
to.
am I too sober?
Oh, yeah? You watched me on Letterman the other night, huh?
Yeah, I did. I thought you did a good job.
Yeah, I was real pleased with that appearance, actually.
Yeah, you did good. You shook him up.
And yeah, it's good. And you know what? I don't understand why they waited 9 months to have me on. I'm such a good guest.
Well, they probably were thinking that themselves after.
No, you know, it's corporate, you know.
Corporate, I know, exactly.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you mean.
That you know is always getting in the way.
So you're on tour with Ringo. Is that girlfriend with you, or are you just keeping her at home?
Well, I'm not going to tell you. But I'll bring her in when I come.
Yeah, good. When are you coming in?
Oh, probably next week.
Oh, good. All right. Yeah, because I want to talk to you about Ringo and stuff, and I want to jam with you. I'm thinking of putting a record together myself.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can I play on it?
Of course. That's what I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
And, hey, what did Ringo say about that question we asked at the press conference?
What question?
What'd you do with the money? And then he said, what money? The one for singing lessons.
Oh, he don't care about the money.
He doesn't?
No, man. I tell you, that guy, a lot of people label him as a has-been or something. I'm telling you, he's the best band leader I've ever worked with. and he put together a hell of a band.
I hear the tour's selling real well.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
The nice thing is, A, that we're not motivated by greed, and B, like I said, a lot of us old-timers want to come out swinging.
Yeah.
And show some of the young people what a real band is.
Ooh, yeah. Joe,
we're not horsing around at all.
You had sex with Stevie Nicks lately?
No. No.
I'd love to just get her once.
Yeah, would you?
What's that like? Let me smell your fingers.
Over the phone?
Hey, so what are you saying? Bon Jovi sucks? Like the young guys?
No.
Yeah, say it. Say it.
Well, I'm not a Guns N' Roses fan, I'll put it that way.
Really? I'm surprised. I thought you would like them.
I thought you were going to join that band.
Yeah, I thought you were going on tour with them.
You know what? You take, let's see. Take Foreigner and Journey and REO Speedwagon and...
you take them.
Well, take all them groups. And they're all the same band.
Oh.
Boston. You know, they're all like four guys that are in all those bands. They're just four guys.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right, you got to hurry up and get in here, okay?
I will.
All right, I'll see you next week.
I'll see you next week. And hello in New York. And, hey, you're doing a great job. And I love you, Rob. I'm crazy about you, baby.
Hey, we love you too, man.
And I'm going to take a nap because we got to play tonight.
Where are you playing tonight?
Where are we going?
And Ringo must be real happy.
Albany.
Ringo's happy because now he's like...
He's just getting over a cold.
Oh, all right.
But I'm telling you, that guy continues to be a human metronome.
Really?
And it's a hell of a band. I can say hell, can't I?
Yeah.
When are you guys going to play in New York? I should go see that.
Next weekend, I think, is Jones Beach.
All right, I'll come hang with you. I want to hang backstage with you.
Why don't you come bring us on? I know you're not awake that time of day.
Yeah, all right, maybe I'll do that.
Why don't you come out and introduce us?
Is that next weekend, Robin?
Is it the weekend, Joe?
Yeah.
If it's the weekend, then I'm there.
Next Friday and Saturday.
All right, I'm there.
Darn, I'm not going to
come out for a hang, and I'll see you during the week. And Hyde in New York, you know, the love to all, and it's great being sober, and so is Ringo.
Right. Me too. Anyway, Joe, I love you.
Love you too.
All right, bye.
Thanks for calling.
All right, no problem. Bye.
Bye.
Joe Walsh, everybody.
Bye, Joe.
The incredible Joe Walsh. On tour with Ringo.
Thanks for calling.
I think he might have stopped drinking.
I think so.
I think Ringo's a teetotaler who insists.
I bet.
Yeah,
because he hadn't stopped drinking for that long.
Justin just seems to bring out the stars.
All of a sudden, Joe Walsh is calling
Yeah.
him.
They all just want to, how you doing? So, all right, let's take a break.
Rick, the bass player, is going to be crushed.
Oh, yeah.
That's how Joe stopped drinking.
Oh, I mean, that whole bond is going to... All of a sudden, Joe's going to wake up and go, Rick, you're not playing the right songs. What are you doing? What the hell is going on? Who hired you? What's your name? Rick who?
You're an Indian.
Yeah. I don't hang out with Indians. A whole thing is going to happen when Joe, when everyone realizes Joe's now going to be sober. I hired you to play Rocky Mountain Way with me? What? Was I drunk? Poor Rick. I know, because Rick's up there playing Neil Young songs.
Yeah.
Now, Rick's real talented. Anyway, so, all right, Justin is here. Justin, you having a good time, man? I can't tell you. I can't get a vibe on you.
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
All right.
He keeps it inside.
Yeah.
Not real demonstrative.
I want to be there when someone walks in with, like, that photograph book of 1978 to 1988 Joe Walsh, and they show Joe, like, I made that face? I was drunk? What?
Oh, man.
That girlfriend of his is just too cute. She's got some body. Oh. Hey, how good looking was the girl you and Rob got?
Really good looking.
Really?
She was a model.
You met her out in the Hamptons? Oh, no, this was in Europe you met her. She was a model?
Yeah.
You must have been flipping out. You never had that kind of tukey. Before Rob. Come on, seriously, on your own, did you get that kind of action?
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. You haven't tapped his history.
Yeah.
He's already told you he's had 2 girls, but you haven't found out how many girls he's had at once.
How many girls you've had at once?
At one time?
Yeah.
2.
Just 2.
No more.
Well, I guess we did tap his history,
How
Rob.
many times has he had that?
Many times?
Many times.
Really? You've seen girls do lesbian stuff?
Yeah.
Really?
How does he get that done?
You know something's got to be happening with him. There must be some charisma if Lo is hanging around with him and doing weightlifting and stuff with him. All right, we'll get back to you in a second. Just don't go anywhere. Gary told me 𝗦𝗵cie is banging on the front door right now.
He's downstairs storming the place.
Let me in, damn it! Damn you! I'm in a ratings battle of my life!
That show hasn't been too good lately.
No, it's really not happening.
Yeah.
They just keep tracking down like people who have died, and then they videotape their families.
Or guys who lost their wives to priests.
Yeah,
or something
weird
like
stuff.
That,
yeah. They're having a hard time. You let me speak to that young man? No! How many girls have you had at once? All right, the 𝗦𝗵cie commercials when we come back, and Justin finally will be given away.
All right.
Right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Howard Stern.
Dial a mattress. Anybody? Oh, I spoke about that already. What is this?
Car cash.
Car cash. You sure car cash? That's for the 9 o'clock hour, Fred. Oh, it's supposed to be car cash now? Okay.
Yeah, what are you questioning, Fred?
Sorry, Fred. Usually right on top of things. I should never question you. Car Cash of New York, 212 or 516-CARCASH. Is that the greatest number in the world? Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody.
What?
212-CARCASH. Join me.
212-CARCASH. Oh, boy.
I'm in hell. I'm in hell. We're chanting car cash, and there's a 21-year-old guy next to me who's done everything I ever dream of. You've done it all, pal. Good luck to you. You'll never get married, right?
Never.
Okay, you've got it too good. Anyway, car cash. 516 or 212-CARCASH. Bet you without those glasses, you'd be even better looking. Let's see. Hey, you look better with the glasses. Hey, he's a good-looking guy. Any gay experiences?
No, definitely not.
Really? I see some gay guys hitting on you.
Yeah.
Have they?
I was down in, my sister lives on Christopher Street.
Yeah.
Well, near Christopher Street, like a block
So you have to
away.
run to her.
Oh, God, yeah. So I went down, there's a little diner around the corner. So I walk in, and they all start staring.
Mm-hmm.
So I walk up to the counter, you know, because I just wanted to stay away.
Yeah.
Sure enough, this fag walks up to me.
Oh, boy.
Walks up to me. Okay, listen, you're going to love this.
Yeah.
And he reaches into his pocket, and he puts this fortune from a fortune cookie. It looked like it was 10 years old. It was all crumpled up.
I shouldn't say fag, though. I cringe when I hear that.
Yeah.
Okay. Gay
I
man.
won't say it.
Gay man.
So he puts it down on the table, and it says, a tall, dark, handsome man will walk into your life.
Uh-oh.
See, he's been looking for you all this time.
Oh, well, I looked at
Hey, isn't that a coincidence that the fortune actually said that?
Yeah. So I just flung it, and he came back, and he said, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
All right, so that was nice of him. He was just how's he supposed to know you're not gay? You look good enough to be a gay guy. I mean, think about it. If this poor gay guy's trying to pick out, he's on Christopher Street, it's a good gamble that you're gay.
Yeah, what are you doing there?
Exactly.
Looking the way you look. You should dowdy yourself up when you're there.
Yeah, really. Put on some baggy pants. And a loose-fitting shirt, you tease.
I'm sure their jaws drop when he walks and they can't even talk.
And you batted it away. Well, that's cool. I would have done that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like them walking up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Howard, you'd have been so flattered.
Are you kidding? I would have been thrilled. I probably would have gone home with the guy. You really? You find me attractive? Thank you. Thank you so much. Did your fortune really say that, sir? Thank you so much. You know, I am the creator of Buttman and Smoker, the incredible new radio movie. Buttman. Joker. Poker.
Oh, poker.
Poker. Anyway, what was they talking about? Car cash?
Yeah.
Well, listen, who's to say that you, here's an example. You have a car?
Yeah.
What kind of car do you drive?
Mustang GT convertible.
All right, hey, that's where are you getting all this money? Your old man must be rich, too, right?
The gays love that when I drive down Christopher Street.
Really?
Yeah, with the top down.
Oh, they think you're the Marlboro man coming into their lives.
High Hope Silver.
But anyway, I'm talking about the car cash. So, now imagine you sell your car, okay, and then a gay guy comes to your door and he hands you a fortune. And he wants to buy you know what I mean? You had an ad in the paper and you were batting it away. Meanwhile, you know, he's all hot for you.
Hello, Frisco.
So
You got to take him for a test drive.
that's right. Instead, avoid the hassle. Call Car Cash, 212 or 516 CARCASH. There's your number, Justin. You can call right now. That's a nice car. Your dad's got money, doesn't he? Girls, this guy's dad has money.
Yes, he does. Go ahead and admit
it.
I come from a nice Jewish family.
Uh-huh. What town do you live in?
Armonk.
Oh, Armonk. You probably got a big house there. Parents' house?
Yeah, it's my parents' house.
Yeah. And they got you, and they bought you the GT, right?
No, they didn't.
Really, you bought that yourself? Well, you don't
But
have
he
any
doesn't pay rent.
Yeah, no wonder.
Well, I did for 3 years.
All right, take it easy. Don't get defensive. All right. At least I'm not Maury Povich. At least I'm not Maury Povich giving you a hard time.
Yeah.
That's true.
Let me smell your penis.
Oh, stop.
How can I prove it?
That's horrible. Don't say that.
I was just being Maury. You know how he's so desperate for ratings now. All right. Are we done with commercials?
Real quick.
Oh, boy. What is it, a promo?
Promo and a small.
Well, all right. Get rid of the promo. Okay. Say goodbye to what was the promo about?
Woodstock simulcast.
All right. Woodstock there'll be a simulcast. And what else? When is that going to be, the Woodstock simulcast? With Allison Steele?
Yes.
And who else? Tony Pig?
I'm not sure. I guess so.
What do we take all the refugees from the other radio stations and stick them on ours? What the hell is this? Allison Steele, where'd she come from?
Simulcasted with, she'll be on VH1 and on our station at the same time.
Yeah, I could certainly, I'm curious enough to tune into that. I am. I want to, because I love Woodstock, Robin. You know that.
Well, where were you?
I was out west, actually, during Woodstock. I was very far away from it. But anyway, so Allison Steele has come back from the dead to host.
She's been resurrected.
Yeah, she's the Jesus of radio. She's been resurrected for a big show, and that'll be on. I'll get the dates and times and everything. Okay. And what is this? Play this commercial. Let me hear that. There it is. It's not for Leona Helmsley.
Some chick was sucking little boy Blue. He needed the money.
The hoodlum of comedy. Andrew
Dice
Clay rules Nassau Coliseum. Saturday night, September 16th. For one night.
Here's my impression of a one-night stand.
Ron Delsner presents.
Get out.
Andrew Dice Clay live at the Nassau Coliseum.
We got to go to this.
Oh, yeah.
Both with $1.25. Jill came down with $2.50.
The Dice Man.
Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet.
With large screen video, every seat will be like front row.
Eating. Occurred some way. One came a Spidey, sat down beside. He said, "Hey, what's in the bowl, b****?" Comic, but he's got an attitude.
Oh, dear.
So you.
Ticket on sale this Monday at 9 a.m. at Ticketmaster outlets, or call to charge at 212-307-7171 or 516-888-9000. Andrew Dice Clay at Nassau.
Andrew Dice Clay. We're going to that.
Yeah.
That's going to be good. All right, it's time for Dial-A-Date. Quit looking at your watch. What's the matter? You not having a good time?
No, I wasn't looking
We'll
at
get
my
to your
watch.
girl. Take it easy. You've got enough girls. I couldn't mind not to let you near a girl. I got to just play the Leona commercials. We've created some new Leona Helmsley commercials, and I'm very proud of them. Ready, Robin?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Sí, Mrs. Helmsley, ¿cómo está usted? ¿Por qué te pusiste mi chaqueta roja esta noche? Estoy enfermo.
English! This is America! English spoken here!
It's Mrs. Leona Helmsley, the Queen of New York, a compassionate employer.
Listen here, Aunt Jemima. I want a French tuck on that bed.
Every corner of Helmsley Palace is perfection.
This soup is colder than a slave's bunkhouse on a winter night.
I don't know nothing about making no minestrone, Mrs. Helmsley.
You! Don't talk back to me! Listen here, Beulah. My feet are killing me. Get me a small black child to rub them. One that can sing. Now snap to her. You'll be posing for pancake boxes.
Right away, ma'am.
With the help of her invalid husband, the Helmsley Hotels have become a showplace for excellence.
This is my Harry. Blah, blah, blah. He's senile, but he's just as big a stickler to detail as I am. Isn't that right, Harry? Every time I see my Harry on his respirator, I can only think of one thing. What a waste of electricity. You lay there like a lox, and my jade art collection is going to hell.
From the staff of the Helmsley Palace, we say thank you.
Oh, Mrs. Helmsley, she is so good to work for and kind to her employees.
Thank you, Gonzales. Now I won't have to call the Immigraciones and haul your olive-skinned ass back to Venezuela, where you screw goats all day under the Mayan moon.
See, Your Majesty.
The Helmsley Palace, run by a strong queen.
I bust balls.
The only hotel for excellence.
I'll crush your nuts with my fingers.
Your castle, the Helmsley Hotels.
What? You need a pencil? What do you think you are, Mark Twain?
Wow. Tell me I shouldn't be her ad agency.
Oh, boy. I'll crush your nuts with my fingers. Oh, dear, she's too much.
Should I play the other two, or should I wait?
Yes.
All right. Everybody loves him. Even got a smile over Bravo's
he
buddy
chuckled
here.
a little bit. I almost heard an audible laugh.
Yeah. He was having a good time. You like that, right?
Yeah.
Of course it's great. I'm a genius. You expect any less from me?
No.
That's why I got the big ratings. Thank you. All right. Wow. Can you take one more?
Yes.
All right. What about you, Justin?
I think so.
Okay. Here we go.
Perfect. Perfection. Perhaps to you, but not to Leona Helmsley.
Hello, I am the Queen, Leona. We are so thankful for your business. Gracias.
She's gracious, but she rules with an iron fist.
Look at these plates. How much do I pay you to be a dishwasher?
You pay me $2 a week under the minimum wage.
Miguel, what are you washing these plates with? Your nose?
To me, Mrs. Helmsley, minimum wage is a dream.
Keep dreaming.
The Empress Leona knows a spotless hotel.
Jesus, come here.
That's Jesus, Mrs. Helmsley.
Your name is Jesus, but on your nameplate it says Jesus, you dumb dago.
Excuse me, Mrs. Helmsley. Barbara Walters is here.
Oh, Barbara, that stupid marble-mouthed idiot. If she has another facelift, she'll have a pubic goatee and a sphincter for an Adam's apple.
See, Mrs. Helmsley?
Of course see, you stupid spick. Barbara!
Leona!
How are you, darling?
Oh, I'm fine.
How's Marvin, the Prince of Lorimar?
Fine. How's Howie?
God rest his soul.
Oh.
He's just had a colonic enema. He's resting. Did you meet my right-hand man, Jesus?
No, I don't believe I did.
Don't hit me again, Mrs. Helmsley.
What?
Oh, Jesus, you're such a kidder. You're another Ricky Ricardo. Ixnay, you ixbay.
The Helmsley Hotel.
Can't you say that with a little more verve?
The Helmsley Hotel.
This is what I get for my money? An announcer who can't emote? I want half my money back.
Eat me, you witch! I don't need this crap!
Good. I don't need you. I can do this myself. The Helmsley Hotel. That's how you say it, with verve, you shaggots.
There you go. She's spectacular. The Queen. The Empress. The Prince of Lorimar, Marvin. Barbara's... They probably talk like that, too. How is the Prince of Lorimar, your beautiful husband? Lorimar. All right, 8 past 9 o'clock, Justin. Now to the business at hand.
Looking forward to it.
Boy, you talk a little like Scott the Engineer.
Really?
No, don't say that. There's no at the end.
Yeah, that's true. There's a guy in good shape. I bet you'd like to see him with his clothes off, Robin, huh?
Oh, no.
You would. Come on. Let's be honest.
You know, if I caught a glimpse of him on the beach, sure, it would be all right.
You go on the beach, a lot of girls look at you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're on the air.
How you doing, Howard?
All right. Now, you want a date?
No, I just want to know...
Oh, you have a fortune
He wants to go on the date with him. Scare the girl.
I just want to know if your mother was totally serious, that she thought you never did anything when you were younger.
Yeah, I think she...
She's like all moms.
Yeah, but how would my mother know? I mean, at 18, I left the house, and that was the last she saw of me.
Well, every mother thinks their kid's an angel, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
oh, yeah, my mother... Oh, absolutely. My mother was for real.
That's hard to believe, because she sounded like, no, Howard never did that.
Well, yeah, but how would she know?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And the thing that really kills me is she discounts the eyewitness report.
Yeah, I know. She discounts Fred's eyewitness report.
Mine, everybody.
My roommate in college who had to drag me around the Charles River for like hours.
I've met guys who have done these things with you, and they tell the same story.
And why would I make something like that up? I mean, why would I lie? I mean...
She thinks you want to be hep.
Hep. You want to be a cool cat.
Doesn't matter what kind of family he came from. Everybody tried it.
Listen, I mean, I love my mother a lot, and I know sometimes the radio show is hard for her to take. I mean, because quite frankly, I would never, if I had some job being a salesman somewhere, she would never know what I was up to. I mean, it wasn't like I get strung out on crack and then go to my mom's house.
But don't you think it would be like, all right, that was when he was 18. He tried that. He's okay now. He turned into a wonderful human being. So that's okay.
And if I thought drugs were hip and I was gonna lie,
you wouldn't be admitting to use it.
Well, yeah. Well, what I would do is if I was trying to make up a story, I'd talk about how I was on heroin and shot up with Keith Richards, and you know what I mean. I'd make it a lot better.
Right. They announced cocaine one night, something like that.
Right. I'd have better stories for you than I went to some guy's room and he told me it was cocaine and I snorted heroin and I threw up. I mean, that's not a real macho story.
Right. Okay, guys, have a good day.
If I was going to lie, I'd say I had 2 babes at once. Now that's bragging. All right. Thank you, my friend.
All right.
We have an anxious dial. You're into this though. You want a girl though, right? I mean, as many as you've gotten, you always want a new one.
Yeah.
You're on the air.
Howard, how you doing?
Okay, now, what's your name, honey?
All right, listen, I just want to tell you, you're a genius.
Well, thank you.
That 𝗦𝗵cie stuff that you put on this morning is the best thing I've heard in a long time.
Well, obviously you didn't hear Mr. Ed meets Jessica Hahn.
Did you hear Mr. Ed meets Jessica Hahn yet?
No, I haven't heard that. But
all right, we can play that on Tuesday, because out of respect to Jessica and the fact that her mother died.
Yeah, her mother's having a memorial service on Monday, so I think.
So Tuesday we can get back to the nonsense.
Yeah.
Everyone should be over by then. All right?
All right, you're a genius, man.
Thanks, bro.
Okay,
bye.
Bye.
Guy's right. You can't argue with that. For radio, I'm a genius.
Well, who knows?
Who knows?
If you had applied yourself, maybe you could have cured AIDS. I don't know.
I probably could have, Robin. You're right. With your help, of course.
Of course.
I guess Fred and Jackie would have helped, too.
They'd have thrown something in, yeah.
Right.
Jackie would have handed you a piece of paper.
Right. Jackie would have said, "Can we go? We wrote 3 𝗦𝗵cies. Is that enough?"
Jackie, I'm doing a formula. Could you write this down?
Let me write it myself. You're on the air. Nah, we got a great team, man. We really do. You're on the air. You're on the air. I'm looking for girls for you. You do seem to attract guys.
I don't know.
What are we on Christopher Street?
Everybody from that diner is calling in. Oh,
hello?
It's him.
Hello?
Now we're talking. This is a good-looking guy, my dear. And he doesn't want to get married. You just want to have sex with her, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, I'm on the air. Holy
cow. Holy cow. I'm on the air, and I can't believe it.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. So you want a date?
Yes, I do.
Are you really cute?
Yeah.
Because this guy had models with Rob Lowe.
Oh, well, I don't believe I can compete with a model. But I'm...
No, boy. Oh, boy.
You're on the air.
It's going to be tough today, folks.
You're on the air.
Hello.
Okay, honey. What?
You have a deep voice, my dear.
Are you on those steroids?
Hello.
Yes.
Who is this?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Are you cute?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, and you like sex?
Yeah, I do.
A lot?
Yeah, I do.
You'd have it with other women, too?
Yeah, am I on the radio?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm on the radio right now?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Is this Howard?
Yes.
Howard, I love you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Look, I'm on the radio right now. Oh, my God, Howard, I wanted to go over this the other day. Me and my girlfriends, right? Because, Christine right here, listen, we're aerobic instructors.
What did she say?
She's an aerobics instructor. I'll interpret.
Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
I'm at the health club right now. Howard, I love you. I swear to God.
Really?
I love you so much.
Oh, I love
think
you.
you're good looking, too. I really do. I've seen you like a million times on TV. I didn't get to see you last time, though. I missed you. That's me.
Maybe Howard has
That's
a date.
me. Unique physique.
But you know something?
He sounds like Biggie the Middle Person.
Yeah, a guy looks a lot better on TV, you know what I mean? In other
well,
words...
he's made up.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of stuff.
And plus, I'm being a celebrity. You know, how bad can I look?
I think that's why I like you.
What?
You know, like all the things like you represent.
Right.
You know?
Well, at least you're honest.
Represent?
See, this is the girl for Justin.
You like Justin, too?
I do.
See? I'm telling you.
He represents, you know.
Yeah, you like that whole connection with Rob Lowe. Plus, he's working on the Bill Murray movie.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's working on the Bill Murray movie?
Oh, boy.
I don't have a radio in my car, so as I was driving to work, I couldn't hear you.
So you're an aerobics instructor?
Yeah, I do.
What are you wearing right now?
I'm wearing like a leotard with like tights.
How's her body, though?
Oh, I have a mean body.
A mean body?
Mm-hmm.
How bad could her body be? She's an aerobics
She's jumping
instructor.
around all day.
I don't think Unique Physique is going to hire some fat pig to teach their aerobics class. And you're cute? Who do you look like?
This one guy I know, he always says I look like Susanna Hoff, but then my friend says I don't.
Who's Susanna Hoff?
From the Bangles.
Oh.
The lead singer. She's cute. Are you kidding? I love that look. Dark hair, big saucer eyes. All right, you can play.
I can play! I can play. Thank you, Howard.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
You could definitely score with her.
She's very excitable.
When she meets you and sees you're good looking and stuff, that's it. Because she's very superficial and into looks and who you
Just
know.
keep whispering
She does
Bill
have a good
Murray.
body.
Yeah, keep talking about Bill Murray and say, hey, I have to get you on the set. Bill will freak
She does
for
have
you.
a good body.
Well, how could it be bad?
That's true.
How could it be bad? She's an aerobic. Hey, anybody home, Justin?
Yeah, but and she must have a lot of energy too.
Yeah,
Listen to her.
just like you. I'm not surprised your father got you a job. I'm surprised they didn't send you home, is what I'm surprised at.
Now stop it.
I mean, listen to him. He's so relaxed. All right, Justin, calm down, all right? All right, let's see what happens next. Man, hot women on the phone. Yeah.
I'd like a date.
Yes?
Yes, I'm Koch. I'd like a date with Justin.
Is this Leona Helmsley? Shut up, you jerk. Yes? Yes? Yes?
Mr.
Ed checking in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, out of respect to Jessica Hahn, we'll hang up on her. You're on the air.
Yes, this is Leona Helmsley. I'd like to hug that guy.
Shut up, you jerk. You're on the air.
Hi, Howard.
Hi.
How you doing?
All right.
Sorry.
And where do you teach aerobics?
I don't teach aerobics. I'm a hairdresser.
You're a hair. Oh, yeah. I got to go get a haircut today.
Yeah?
And the hairdressers, one is better looking than the next.
You love to get your hair done.
I love getting my hair cut. I go every day now. I get a little grooming.
A little trim.
You missed that nasal hair. Yeah. You're really cute.
Howard, I resemble Kim Basinger.
Hold on. You're number 2.
Okay, thanks.
I'm going on this date with
She
you.
resembles Kim Basinger.
Yeah, which part? If she even slightly
You can't
resembles.
always believe him, though.
No.
Some of the
People
girls,
lie?
some of the girls are good looking. I'm telling you.
It's true.
Yeah.
Not that girl we got for Rob. So.
Yeah, Rob didn't end up with a good one, but well, she had pretty big breasts though, and they were trying to get her to take her top off.
Yeah.
You know which one I'm talking about.
I never saw her.
Yes, you
actually.
did. You've met her a couple of times.
I have.
Remember the girl?
Oh, I know who it is.
The one who comes down from Jeopardy.
Right.
She's
that's
pretty good
right.
looking. You're on the air.
I am?
Yes.
Okay, is this Howard Stern?
Oh, good. She sounds dumb. You can probably get her
She
into
doesn't
that.
have enough energy.
Well, yes, she does.
This girl is not in high school.
Are you in high school?
Yes.
Oh, you are? How old are you?
Yeah.
Are you 16?
18.
Oh, you're too old. Oh, you're 18?
Yeah.
And you're a young high school girl?
Yeah.
And you want to have sex with this man?
What, Justin?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
Oh.
And you've had sex before?
Yeah.
How long have you been having sex?
Since I was 17.
So a full year now.
Yeah.
I should
And just
practice
who
safe
have you
sex.
been doing this with?
She couldn't be that dirty. Boy, I'd love to have an 18-year-old. Just one more time. If my wife would just let me one time have an 18-year-old like this.
Yeah, I've been having sex for a whole year.
Doesn't she sound like she's 12?
Yeah.
I know, I do sound young, right? That's because I'm originally from Florida.
And you know a lot of positions and stuff?
Yeah.
In the car.
Yeah.
In your parents' car.
The car position.
Yeah.
She knows.
I can twist up like a pretzel. Bend me over like a Gumby.
Yeah, I've tried it with another girl.
You did already? You tried it with another girl?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
It's a weird
She's in the advanced class.
Hold on, you could be bachelorette number 3. Let me tell you, sweetie, you got a good shot at this one. This guy's pretty experienced.
I know.
Hope you could handle it.
I can handle anything.
Remember.
Hold on, honey. She must be one of those special students.
Yeah, she's, in that A course.
The advanced class. Only a year of practice, and already she's had it with women.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we've got quite a show today, don't we, Robin? Yes. We're very lucky.
Between that aerobic instructor and this high school student.
Yeah, who can remember number 2? I got to get in on this. I got to take advantage of my position in life. I've worked hard. I deserve
What
it.
would you do with an 18-year-old?
Oh, Robin. First thing I do is... I got it all worked out. First of all, you know how hard her body must be? Do you realize?
Like a rock.
Like a rock.
Like a rock.
Rock hard. Her and her lesbian friend there rolling around in the sheets. Get out of here, Justin. You make me sick. Look at this guy. He's in shape. And I'm about to get him with a good-looking girl.
Sure. Like he needs help.
If it wasn't for you, Howard.
You know, back in the good old days, he wouldn't have helped you. He wouldn't have done this for you.
No.
I would have helped him. I would have.
Liar. Pants on fire.
He wouldn't have even been seen with you.
Yeah. Dick boy. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll get Justin his little date. You're proud of yourself that you're in the Rob Lowe video. Come on, admit it.
No.
Admit it to me.
No.
Admit
What? You regret it?
it. Any regrets?
Yeah.
You've had a few.
I think so.
But then again, too few to mention.
Hey, Perry Como, can we get an answer out of you?
No, you regret it? What do you regret?
Well, I take flack every day.
You take flack every day.
Flack.
What kind of flack? Hey, there's that guy who was with Rob Lowe. Ooh, isn't he good looking?
You get tired of listening.
Really?
Yeah, you do.
Is that why you're like avoiding everyone?
Yeah.
What was with your mom? She was like angry when I called the other day?
Was she?
I don't know.
Was she on the air?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she picked up the phone. And then I asked for you.
Do they say anything about it at home?
They were really cool about it.
They were?
Yeah.
Oh, they're proud. Yeah.
Well, they know you're out screwing around.
They're just good parents.
Yeah. Do their friends come
They
over
back me.
and say anything?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. Friends are a pain. Friends of parents are more of a pain in the ass.
Oh, forget about it.
My mother goes to my aunt's house, and all the friends there sit and ask her questions about me.
Yeah. Anytime your child does anything, you know, the aunts and uncles and the friends.
Yeah.
Oh.
Number 3's gone, the high school girl? What happened?
Her parents are.
that no one's answering.
Her mother strangled her? All right. Well, here, let me get another number 3. Hello?
Hello?
How long have you been dating? Hello?
Howard,
Yes?
this is the electroshock therapist.
Hi, you're on the air.
Howard.
Hello?
Hello?
Anytime you do this, first you get the guys.
Even Streetman was.
No, wait, Howard, wait. I've been trying to reach you for like 3 years.
I bleeped that off out of respect to Ringo.
Yeah.
Even though I have no respect. No, I do have respect.
Of course you do.
Somebody just gave Ringo's hotel room out. You're on the air.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Hello?
Ah, here you go. Ah.
Girl.
Who is this?
Oh, hi.
You're on the air. You have Snap and Gyro? Yeah, so?
Speak.
How old are you? Hello? Hello? Oh, she hung up. I intimidated her. The Snap and Gyro always gets them. Hello?
Howard.
Come on, knock it off.
Hey, wait.
Hello? Hello?
Hey, look, jerk, this is Bob Grant.
Right.
Hello?
Howard.
Yeah.
Do I appreciate that you're pussy whipped by Jessica Hahn?
Does my wife appreciate that I'm pussy whipped by Jessica Hahn?
Yeah, that you won't...
You idiot.
Hello?
Yeah. Hold it. I'm working on a question. I'll get to you in a second. Does my wife appreciate that I'm pussy whipped by Jessica Hahn? Now, how does he figure this one? Dummy. All right. What is it? Hello?
Hello?
You want a date with Justin?
Yeah, I'd love to.
I can't hear you. I'm not going to listen to this.
What?
Get a good phone.
Oh, dear.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Hey.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
You cute?
Yeah.
Lower your radio.
Who do you look like?
Hello?
Probably looks like Sandra Bernhard.
Who do you look like?
Me?
Yeah. Lower your radio.
right.
Lower your radio, you big lummox.
All right.
What are you, slow?
Who could I say I look like?
What could I say?
Joyce DeWitt.
Who?
Joyce DeWitt.
Yeah, big pig. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hi. Now, you sound like a lovely woman. I like you.
You do?
Yes, I do. Now, how old are you?
23.
And you've had sex?
Of course I have.
And you enjoy it?
Yes.
Yeah. You've had it with women?
Excuse me?
You've had girls?
No girls.
Ever have sex with two guys?
No.
Well, how could you say you love sex? No.
Really? Get a life. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, now you sound good. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Yeah, and you enjoy sex?
Yes, I do.
Had sex with girls?
Yes, I have.
And you want Justin?
Yeah, I do.
Really bad?
Really bad.
Have you seen the video?
No, I haven't seen the video, but I heard about the video.
All right, hold on.
All
What,
right.
what do you do for a living?
I'm a model.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, honey. That's what I'm looking for.
Hand model.
Yeah. Hand and foot ads. I have a very nice pedicure. All right, now we're going to take a break. Justin, pretty excited?
Yeah, very.
Good, okay.
All right, we'll come back and interview the girls.
Find out how... I don't still understand how Justin got into that hotel room with Rob Lowe.
Oh, I can see. You know, he worked out in the gym. They hit it off. They started eating together. They're hanging out. Girls are always hitting on him.
Did Rob, like, work it out with you ahead of time? Like, hey, let's bring her back to the room and take video? Or he just
No.
surprised you?
No.
He surprised you with the camera? How'd you get the camera in the room?
It was Rob's room, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Rob's room. Oh, so he already had the camera in there.
I guess so.
So he probably... So he said, like, hey, let me set up the camera, right? There's nothing wrong in saying this.
I guess so. I don't...
I mean, did you start off with the camera, or did you do something for a while and then say, hey, let's put a camera on this?
Yeah, how did it work?
I don't really remember.
What were you, coached by a lawyer?
No.
What do you mean you don't remember?
I really don't. It was a long time ago.
Is he for real?
I think that either he's got some, like, blank spots in his memory. What is going on?
Yeah, now, come on. What do you mean? So, like, you get up to the room, like, who does the girl take her clothes off first? Do you guys? I mean, how does it... Who kisses who first?
I mean, are
want
you
to know.
just playing around and it all of a
It
sudden...
was over a year ago.
Oh, come on. You remember. You were with Rob Lowe in a room. You're so full of it.
Howard remembers kids, I mean, the girls he had in college.
Kids.
That was 15 years ago.
I remember sex from 15 years
He
ago.
remembers every detail.
Nobody... No, I'm serious. Like, all of a sudden, like, Rob goes, starts kissing her. And
I
then-
really don't remember.
Or you kissed her
seriously.
first.
I don't remember. Seriously.
Who got the girl?
Who got first? Come on.
Oh, I got her.
You did
You
really?
got her?
Yeah.
Really?
Where'd
You started
you get
kissing her? In the face.
No,
Oh.
I meant, where did you come from? Where did you find her?
Where'd you find her?
At a club.
And you guys were all dancing?
No, I was alone, actually, at the club.
Yeah.
And you picked up this girl.
Oh, you picked up the girl?
Yeah.
And you brought her back to Rob?
You're crazy. You brought her back to Rob? You were right, Jackie.
Of course.
He got the girl.
I know these.
You check out the girl, and then Rob jumped in if he liked what he saw.
Want to come back to Rob Lowe's room?
Is that what happened, Justin?
No.
Yes. Come on, you want to come back and party with me and Rob
I
Lowe?
feel like his mother.
I don't
no,
have
is
to
that
say,
what happened?
you know, let's go back to Rob Lowe's room.
No, but you said, let's go back and see let's want to go back and meet my friend Rob Lowe.
No.
Well, how did
I
Rob,
don't
you
do
get to
that.
Rob?
How did Rob get in the
I
room?
never do that.
Well, how did Rob get in the room?
I don't remember.
Are you serious?
Were you drunk? What's wrong with you?
What are you, crazy? No, I mean, you're dancing at a club with a model.
He brought her back to his room. They made love. He realized she was wild, and to get himself in a little bit
she
tighter
was
with Rob, he took her by the hand, went down to Rob's room. They went in and
Really?
shared her with
See,
Rob.
if I
and
found a
then
wild girl, I would keep her to myself. But you see,
you don't share, Howard.
Yeah, but he
Yes,
gets a lot. You see,
Howard,
it's
didn't your
like a
mother
rich
teach
man.
you anything?
A rich man
Didn't your
can
mother
share.
teach it?
A man who gets a lot of girls can share.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
If I found one that was interested in me,
You're a hoarder.
I'm a Midas,
A miser.
a miser, a miserly Midas.
But all that changes once you've made love with her.
What?
Why? Because but I wouldn't want
Really?
Rob in there.
Oh, you don't know Howard.
I don't want to share her with Rob, but I can dig where this guy's coming from. He's got a lot of happening friends, and he's a good-looking guy. He can get anything he wants.
Yeah.
So he took her back to his hotel room.
Yeah.
Had a good time, and then said, hey, I know what we'll do.
Let's go visit Rob. Right? Well, that you could remember.
They could have gone down there to have a drink
Is
with
it
him.
possible that this happened, Justin?
It's possible, Robert. It's possible.
Oh, come on, Justin. Why are you being so tight-lipped?
I don't know.
You're uptight?
No.
You don't mind the line of questioning, right?
Well,
What is going on with Justin, man?
I think he's embarrassed.
Are you really embarrassed? This is stuff guys dream of.
See, but you're not in a locker room. You're not by yourself.
Well, let's get by ourselves. What are we doing? I gotta know this stuff, Justin. Now, come on, tell me what happened. So in other
We
words...
get more out of that model than we're getting out of Justin.
I know. Just as like he's on the witness stand or something. Big deal.
He's being like 𝗦𝗵ici𝘄.
Was Rob in your closet peeking?
Rob was under the bed.
That's what happened.
You know, I'm getting you girls. Come through for me. I got a 19-year-old aerobics instructor, a 20-year-old hairdresser, and a model.
Wow.
And this is all you tell me? Tell you, I can't win.
So is that what happened? You went down to visit Rob?
You just visited in his room. I mean, it's okay to say how you ended up in his room. No, it isn't?
I guess we were just hanging out.
I got you. So you had her in your room first, though, right?
Does it matter?
Yes.
Why?
That's important to me.
Why?
Because I want to know. I want to know how that whole celebrity thing works. I want Gary doing this stuff
We're
for me.
feeding millions of fantasy lives here.
Yeah.
Gary should do that for you. He should bring you women. But you're married.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying if I wasn't.
That's a big if.
All right. Anyway, why don't we...
very big
You know who he talks like? Old Black Al.
No, it doesn't.
Who?
His voice reminds me of somebody.
It does. It starts. I'm getting it, but
Yeah.
it's not Al.
Bela Lugosi.
That's a name.
That's it, huh?
Bela Lugosi.
I'm just kidding.
Pete Fornatown.
No, I don't know what it is.
Fix my face.
All right, listen, we're going to take a break. Do we have to take a break, Fred? You betcha. Or can I get to the girls? All right.
Is he telling you anything in the commercials?
No. You better tell me something during the commercial. We'll be back right after this.
From New York, it's the WYSP Morning Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Howard Stern.
Snappalicious, huh?
Snappalicious or Snapple Gyro. And the weekend weather is rain on and off, but hot and muggy. You know, traditional.
Like it's been, you know.
Traditional August weather. And we have three very beautiful women on the phone. Should we call Bon Jovi's hotel room just as a...
Yeah, for just a
see if this
second.
works. All right.
Just do that.
I
We
never know.
interrupt this dial today to make a phone
Yeah,
call.
just for a second. You can bear with us, can't you? It's one of those phones you can direct dial into the rooms if you know the room.
Oh. I understand that, what was that?
That's it. Wait a second.
0% financing on Eagle Premier.
What are you doing?
Bear with me. Bear with me. What am I doing? I don't know. I never heard of a hotel where you do this. In order to get to the room, you have to... Let's find out what that douche has been up to.
Right thing, and you have the energy you need to perform at your...
Hello?
Oh, hey, it's Howard Stern. Who's this? We're on the air. I want to speak to John.
Who is this?
It's Howard Stern. We're on the air. I want to speak to John.
How'd you get this number?
Your fans are all giving it to me. Hey, maybe it's for real. Maybe this is Mrs. John.
Is this Mrs. Bon Jovi?
It's Howard Stern. We're on the air. How you doing?
Fine. How'd you get this number?
The fans are calling in with it. Should tell her actually Sam gave it to me. That would be good.
Yeah, there's a good one.
Ask John if he wants to come on the air.
Okay, hold
All right. Mrs. Bon Jovi. See, he doesn't even call us. That's what makes me mad about him.
Who?
Bon Jovi. We stuck with that guy from the beginning.